All crap. Prepare to jump into hyperspace on my mark.
All right, stand by.
Welcome back to another episode of Monday Night Figure Ball. I'm your host, Will Bond. With me, as always, we have the very cute, the very sweet, the very young, the very beautiful, the Mr. Coffee.
I'm being glazed. Hello.
See, it would have been really funny if you thought you were introducing Coffee and then you
And
actually.
he's like the zoo boy.
Yeah. Very young.
See,
Very
that would have been clever. But
That would have been amazing.
I'll tell you who's next on our show. Is that boy, Zoo Boy?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm still chewing my Cheez-Its. They're very good. White cheddar. Where's the
white
sponsorship?
cheddar.
Where's
the sponsor?
Cheez-Its? Come on, help me out.
No plugs for free. Fuck Cheez-Its until they pay us, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We don't fuck with Cheez-Its.
Yeah, you know what? I can't eat on stream. Hold on. Let me.
Yeah, don't show. Just turn the box around. Just no label. No label.
I wonder what delicious cheesy snack I'm eating. Damn, it must be so good, whatever it is.
Fuck Cheez-Its, I know I would, am I right?
Give me top. Our special guest tonight is DanteDisplays. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me on.
No Unk tonight.
R.I.P. Unks in the chat.
Yeah, R.I.P. Unk. He's not feeling well tonight. Everybody, send the well wishes to our favorite Unk, Fig Fury.
Let's get some well wishes for Fig.
He messaged us earlier, said he wasn't feeling good. He said stream was probably not going to happen, but we wish he was here. We wish him well, but hopefully he'll feel better soon, and we can maybe get him on a DFB or something.
He also won't be on next week because he's going on vacation.
That's right.
So 2 weeks without Fig.
Motherfucker!
No, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Let's say some hellos. We got some people popping in.
First,
we got number
Black
one.
Series.
What's up?
We're pretty dry on news this week for Black Series, but we
Yeah.
do have some stuff we wanted to talk about. We wanted to get into tonight. Yeah.
We still got highlights.
Let's get into the hellos.
Yeah. We got Bobcat. Farming XP, 5:37 p.m.
Good Lord.
Oh, and he's got a good email tonight. We got Stargazer.
We have something because I forget if it was Bobcat or no, I think it was someone else. There was a topic that you starred for last week from the emails. There was a topic.
Yeah. But I'm talking about news. I was talking about news.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I forgot we have I don't know if you guys thought about it. I did, but it was what 5 figures we would want if we can only have one wave left. And I got my 5. I got my 5.
Okay. We got Freddy. What's up, dude?
Yo.
Hope you enjoy the replay. We got Smetty. The Snowcat HasLab.
Oh yeah. I guess we could touch on that. It would feel wrong to do that without Unk, though. I think
I don't even know what that is.
They revealed the new GI Joe HasLab.
I was going to bring this up
like every week.
I was going to bring this up when you guys were saying what else should we talk about today, and then I was like, not without Fig. We gotta have him to break it down. I would not know what I'm talking about at all. It would be like, oh, yep, that's also, a HasLab. None of us are going to back it anyway, so Fig would be the one to talk about.
Why bother? Yeah,
exactly. Looks interesting, but
we got Raul. Right. Don't talk shit about S.H.Figuarts. Been busting my wallet for them lately.
Oh, we're gonna, bro.
Bro's going to bat for the shithole Figuarts.
We got Howl Runner. We got JWC. We got Joby One. What's up, dude?
You already know I still love my SHF. We had to clickbait that time.
Oh yeah, we had to clickbait a little bit.
But there is some dookie from them lately.
It's not even clickbait for me. I think that's a factual statement. S.H.Figuarts falling off. They are falling off. I think
we'll get into it, but them likenesses ain't it, bro. What the fuck is happening?
It's so weird because before, like, just a few words before we get into it, the Han Solo is like
it's great.
Best Harrison Ford likeness in 1/12, not even close.
This Luke is great.
There's no way you think the new Black Series is better.
I don't. I think
Indiana Jones. I saw some people saying the new
you think Indiana Jones is still better?
It's slightly, but I after comparing, I think Indy is still better. Not dramatically, but a little bit.
Yeah, we can get into it a little more later on, though. We got Renault as. What's up, dude? GI Trooper Kits, evening Figgy boys. It's warm as balls in the UK and no AC. Send help. All right, good night.
I cannot. I need my AC in hot and humid Virginia.
I agree. Need that AC. We got Michael. Hope you're doing well. We got Six Society.
Yo.
We got Livo. We got Mike Collects. Replay Gang. During the Star Wars figure drought, I added 6 Friday the 13th figs to the collection. Been loving my NECA lately. Base.
Hell yeah.
Got Pletho. Pletho, do you mind if we look at your pictures tonight? You took some really good ones for the SHF Lord of the Rings Aragorn.
I would rather look at the actual in-hand pictures versus the promo pictures because that gives a better.
Well, he also edited some.
Yeah, like corrections,
comparisons, and corrections and everything. Yeah. We got Emiliano. We got B-Sum. We got Courtney.
Hi, Courtney.
Excuse me. We got Phil the Bob. We got Shelf Life. Good evening, gentlemen. Hope you're doing well. We got Kenobi Jabroni, the GOAT. What's up, fellas? Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. We got Avix. Just started making dinner. You guys normally don't start for another 30 minutes.
Oh, they're always late. The one time we're on time.
Yeah. We got Paul. We got Jonah. We got Anime Boy.
Z-Boy rules.
We got Zach. Rare on time MNF based.
I gotta give that one to us for being on time.
We got OOTB. Grind that XP. You already know.
Yes, sir.
We got 123 Customs. Long time no see, boys. Hope you are all well. Hope you're doing well too, dude.
For sure. Thank you for joining us tonight.
See, we got Bare Knuckle Bear. What's up, dude?
Bare Knuckle Bear.
We got Norsky dropping by. Hey, yo.
Hello there.
Norsky's doing good.
Hello, Mod. What up, bro?
Yeah. We got Commander Cook. We got Damon. Let's see. We got Troy Dodson, member for 4 months. Appreciate you, dude. What's up, my dudes?
What up, my dudes?
We got Mac waiting for Wink. Once MAFEX QC, immediately SHF fell off base.
That's all it took.
Let's see. We got Stone Mando. What's up, dude? Dante watches some goated animated Batman. Oh, yeah.
For sure. Mando, we got to book you for another MNF show.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
There's a few people we need to get back.
There's some highly desired guests we haven't had on this show yet. We've talked about a little bit. We just need to get around to booking it. We just need to figure it out.
George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy.
No, they suck. They suck. We don't want them.
John Favreau. Dave Filoni.
We got Still Woozy. That SHF Superman.
Slot Filoni? No.
Let's get Tony Gilroy on.
Yeah, now you're talking.
We got Miguel Arts. Hi, Dante and his friends. Base. Appreciate it, Pletho.
Yeah.
We got Real Darth Ghostface. Any of you guys love Ray Palpatine?
Sure. I don't know who that is, but I like Ray Skywalker. She's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How about just Ray?
Yeah, just Ray.
No last name?
Yeah. We got Jedi Master Joshua. Yeah. Got Kindle. Oh, the chat moved. We got Infamous.
Infamous.
We got Livo, member for 4 months. Sup, guys? Hobby Dookie taking their time with my SHF Indy. I'm also ashamed to admit I couldn't wait for a new 77 Han, so I ordered the Return of the Jedi base.
Nice. Man, that hot toy. We'll definitely get into those pictures later.
Yeah. But
I have some opinions about that Return of the Jedi Han.
Okay.
All right. So we got some stuff on the chopping block tonight. Hey, we got Valiant Detector.
What's up?
So we got some SHF opinions, bones to pick, because they've been putting out some mid recently. I'm not gonna lie, and put a little bit of clickbait in the title.
Bro, how did we attract the fucking fandom menace?
Yeah, I don't know.
In our chat right now. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
That is not our usual audience, clearly.
Well, it's probably a certain person's alt.
Oh, yeah, probably. Typical. Yep.
It's because you said Kathleen Kennedy and George Lucas.
Well, yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
they can't say those words.
Yeah, that just draws them like flies, right?
I think anyone who wants to give Kathleen Kennedy shit should listen to Tony Gilroy talk about how important she was for the creation of Andor.
Well, no. She's only responsible for the fuck ups. Yeah,
all the good.
Anything that's good, that's Dave Filoni.
I want people who have to take medication to take it, because it seems like the past few weeks people have been skipping their meds. So
there's a lot of people who need to take their meds in our comments in our chat tonight. What the fuck?
Calvi, I know you've heard this before, I'm sure, but I've seen people on both sides where they'll say
both sides need to take their medication.
No, not that. I'm saying where they'll say all the good in Mandalorian is done by Jon Favreau. Anytime it's bad, it's all Dave Filoni's fault. And then the opposite as well, where they say all the good of the Mandalorian is Dave, all the bad stuff is Jon Favreau. I'm like, that's not how it works. They're both good and they're both bad because they're human beings. Like, it's like people make good stuff, people make bad stuff.
This is crazy.
Most of my favorite directors and actors have made bad movies and been in bad movies. You know, it's very rare for someone to be perfect. You know, not everybody can be Quentin Tarantino. All right.
All right, give me top.
Christopher Nolan. He has a couple.
He has a couple stinkers.
Tenet isn't great.
Tenet, yeah.
I still like Tenet though, but it's not great.
All right. Pulling up Pletho's pictures right now because I didn't save them.
Yeah,
but they're right here, I believe. All right, cool. We are good. All right, let's play the clip. Let's do some Hammerhead highlights.
Play the clip.
Where is it? There it is. Oh, who's doing that? So we're gonna start off. Should we just get like the Hot Toys kind of out of the way before we get into the other stuff?
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's do it.
Interesting stuff. All right,
get it over with.
All that happened this week is they released 2 figures, and that's it. And it's Dark Empire Luke Skywalker and Return of the Jedi Han Solo.
This Dark Empire Luke looks so cool, but like, fuck Dark Empire.
I'm about to say, get this EU slop off the screen. Let's look at that pecan, bro. That's a clip you'd never hear me say, but
you clip that.
Gotta say though, this is really cool concept wise.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
And an artisan Luke is pretty cool. Like, I'm sure eventually we'll get another one.
Oh, I didn't realize it was even artisan.
Yeah, they did. They did the standard and the artisan one.
This is the artisan one right here,
bro. Why can't they just do this and make a new Return of the Jedi Luke?
This is what I want.
I'm sure it's coming.
This is what I needed.
Then I'd buy that.
I'd sell my old one
first.
Bro, look, can we go back to that picture, bro? What the Luke with a fucking red lightsaber, the one before. That's so wrong. What the fuck is this? This is some bullshit.
What is this fan fiction slop?
This is some bullshit.
This is a mix of Luke and Darth Vader.
Bro, hold on. People say they don't like what happens with Luke in Return of the Jedi, where he ignites his lightsaber for 5 seconds, not even, and then he gets rid of it. Imagine in this where he's just like evil. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not Luke Skywalker. What are you doing?
He pretends to be a bad guy. It's even stupider. It's even stupider.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I do think the figure looks pretty good. I think the likeness is almost there. I think it's good, not great.
I will say, this is completely irrelevant to the figure, but I will say, I love the EU. Love EU Luke specifically. He's so good in the EU. However, there are times in the EU, usually written by not Timothy Zahn, where Luke is basically like teetering on the edge of the dark side. Like when Jason Solo turns evil, Luke is like, I can't go after him because if I do, I'll turn to the dark side. And it's like, well, no. Like, why is Luke on the edge of... He's like Batman, like on the edge of being evil. That works for Batman. Doesn't work for Luke. I don't understand.
I would guess that those writers in the 90s didn't have a very good fundamental understanding of the narrative they were writing about.
I mean...
I don't know because I never read those stories, but I'd have to assume something that's so like out there like that is just like one of those what if, you know?
The problem is that those books specifically, they were written by 3 different writers, and all 3 writers had their own idea of what they wanted to do with the story, and then each book they like didn't care what the other 2 writers wrote.
So it's like the sequels?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's literally the sequels. And it's even more the sequels because what they do to Jason Solo being the best Jedi in the Order after Luke to turning into a mass murderer is kind of character assassination. So
this is the art he's based off of.
The art
banger of a cover for a comic.
Yeah,
true. That is very true. Very, very true.
Yeah. The figure itself, awesome. The story he's from, complete ass.
Yeah, they apparently made this because like the owner of Hot Toys is a really big Dark Empire fan.
Which is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever met someone who's a big fan of this story. So
did they read the story or did they just see the comic book cover and they're like, that looks cool, bro?
Bro, okay, is it just me though? Is it not really that cool? The outfit. I mean, the figure looks great, but the outfit, it's just...
it's cool. It's like a mix between like Vader's armor and like a Jedi robe. Like,
I mean, it is.
That's cool.
That'd be like if we saw fucking Anakin wearing fucking Count Dooku's robes, would we think that's cool? It's like a different...
I gotta give that to you. Bro, Anakin pulling up with the Dooku cape on and the curved lightsaber.
I don't know. Now you're talking me into it.
You're talking yourself into it, bro.
Yeah.
This is sick. I will say, even though Dark Empire's pretty mid, it's awesome how much EU and Legends they're tackling over at Hot Toys.
Maybe they could tackle the good EU stuff that I like.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Old Republic stuff is good.
Oh.
Bro, we didn't talk about that. I forgot.
Yeah, that's peak.
Fucking Jean-Paul Valley.
Yeah.
I want to say, I know he's a fictional character, but it almost feels like the fucking fictional character Jean-Paul Valley has like blackmail at someone at Warner Brothers or DC, because there are more figures of Jean-Paul Valley as Batman than I think probably any character.
So did you want to look at the Batman too after this?
Yeah, sure. And it looks amazing. But again, that's part of the thing where I'm like, it's very 90s. I guess, you know what? It's someone out 90s is very in right now, you know?
I feel like
it's on trend. It's on trend right now.
Yeah.
I feel like Azrael Batman, the reason to make so many figures is because he must sell really well.
Yes,
like,
of course.
If you tell me a toyetic design, like that's the most toyetic design.
100%.
Like,
He's extraordinarily toyetic.
He looks so cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Coffee. I would have told you to save the pics, but I completely slipped my mind that even exists.
It's all good. I mean, yeah, it's whatever. It's fine. But they also released Indoor Han Solo finally.
This looks so good.
Return of the Jedi Han.
Now, these pictures look significantly better to me than the original promo photos.
I agree. I think the prototype, the hair looked like a helmet. I think they streamlined the hair a little bit. I do think the forehead wrinkles do kind of throw me off a little bit, but it's also just like it's an expressive face. It's not just a.
It's not a vanilla expression, and I commend them for not doing just a plain vanilla expression and actually giving him a little bit of personality, because like with Hot Toys, if they're capable of doing that good of a likeness, I don't want just a vanilla fucking Hasbro like Black Series fucking expression. Like, I'm not saying I want an exaggerated expression, but just like enough of that it shows a little bit of personality with the character.
So with Han's forehead, I think in certain shots and angles it looks fine, but I can see why people think it's a bit big, but I do think it's just one of those things that's been a little blown out of proportion, honestly.
Yeah.
I think the likeness on the figure is phenomenal.
Pull-ups, if there's any pictures attached, pull-up shots from the film itself. Because I feel like people don't remember what he looks like in the film.
Here's my favorite detail is the nose, bro. They got that like curvature in his nose.
That looks great.
Is crazy, yeah. And also, they were like really proud of the hands on this figure. I guess they did a new hand sculpt, and they're trying to.
He comes with so many too. Like it's a lot.
To do more paint detail or something. I have no idea.
I'm not gonna lie, boys. I was tempted when I saw this.
Yeah,
but I
think what is it? Coffee said the other day it's gonna be a lower production run, so it might actually sell out fast because like it didn't get a ton of pre-orders.
Apparently, they only made one kind of wave of them.
I just think that for me, I know it's weird, but even though Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie of the OT, I still prefer his A New Hope look more.
So I don't think that's weird.
That makes sense.
I think
look is more iconic.
I won't be displaying this with. I did pre-order this. I won't be displaying this with the big coat. I will just have him like in his like.
Well, even that though, like the shirt is different and the pants are different.
The shirt and pants are different.
Yeah.
However, this is kind of what I think of when I think of Han Solo is this look without the big indoor jacket on.
Bro, that is so odd. You being a 77 guy, me being a Return of the Jedi guy.
But when I think of like his life after this film, like he doesn't go back to like smuggling. True. He's the rebellion guy after. So I don't know. I'm sold on this one. I'm gonna be happy with it. And to be honest, by the time 2027 comes around or whenever they get into the 50th, I'll probably get that one too and just have to.
Yeah, I've been telling myself I think Han is one of those characters where I could easily see myself getting 3 versions.
Yeah. And plus, like, let's say I decide in 2027 I want to just go all in and get all those and sell everything else. This guy will probably hold some decent value and I could sell him.
Yeah.
So It is what it is.
Yeah, I think he turned out great. He looks better than the prototype, which, I mean, it seems like the last handful of Star Wars figures that have come out since, like, Shin have looked better than the prototypes did, at least for me.
It's they kind of have the same deal that like imports have been on right now, where like the promo, recently, not right now, I guess, but like the promo photos but then the actual in hand shots look better.
Right. See, I love this shot right here.
I really just did not like the promo pics of the Artisan Anakin until I didn't even really like the in hand pics. It wasn't until I physically saw it in hand.
Doug.
Appreciate you, Doug. Until you physically saw
it. Yeah, until I physically saw it in hand, and then I was like, no, this is good.
Yeah. I definitely think I'm in on this guy, especially after learning that they only did like one batch of him. Don't really want to miss out. And he looks good. I'm surprised you said you were tempted by this.
I just love Harrison Ford, and Return of the Jedi is my favorite movie, so those are 2 reasons why. And of course I love Han Solo as a character, but it's just I don't want to be, again, even though I could, because like Wilbon said, you could probably flip it and be fine. But
right, I don't. Like, if 2027 comes around and I decide I'd rather have the 77 look, I'm sure I would have no problem making at least my money back on this.
Yeah, so I suppose I could do that, but it's just I know what I want, and what I want is the New Hope look. So,
it's coming.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're doing that one again.
So
patience is the name of the game with Hot Toys. Honestly, like get the one you really want. But I decided like the look for this one was so good that like I'm in. It's
right. And I'm fine as someone who doesn't collect Hot Toys. I already have 2 on order. So it's like
you don't when you have 3 on order, I think you collect Hot Toys.
Yeah, I mean, one of them, to be fair, one of them is Hono Toys, but it's still
It's in the same realm, I would say.
Yeah, right.
What were you gonna say, Dante? I heard you trying to say something.
I was just gonna ask. So, does he come with any alternate heads, or is it just this head?
Just the one head sculpt with the rolling eyes.
Okay, because if I'm gonna be honest, like, well, I don't collect Hot Toys to begin with, but I just saw this on my feed when I was scrolling Instagram, and my instant reaction to this was like I didn't like the likeness. Now, the more I see it, I think the likeness is obviously there. I think it's the expression because like you said, the raised eyebrows, like the scrunched forehead, and I don't know. I think that throws it off for me because he looks like older and just like a little like that picture right there. I don't know, like especially when you pulled up the picture of him from the movie.
Yeah. I think I agree with what you're saying. I do think he looks slightly older
right there, right there in that pose. I think the raised eyebrows work because he would be like this. But if you just have him standing up and then he's like this, I don't know. I feel like they should have at least gave him a different head sculpt.
Mm-hmm.
Probably having an alternate head, maybe with a smirk, I think would look good. Go back for specifically the pose where he's like,
right,
that. I feel like we could have used an alternate head for that pose specifically. That's probably the pose I would have on my shelf, were it not for like the kind of serious expression.
And also, I'm all for, like, I 100% agree with you, Wilbon. I want them to, like, I would want them to give him an expression instead of just like the blank stare that like a lot of Black Series figures have. Right. But if you're making a Han Solo figure and you have to pick one expression, I feel like they gotta go with the smirk. Like, I don't know why they went with this instead of the smirk. Like, I feel like something like what they gave the SHF.
Where it did come with the two sculpts as well with that.
Yeah, but even if they just have to pick one sculpt, that smirk on the SHF one, I feel like that's the most Han Solo expression. Like, if you only have to pick one, I would much rather pick that. Whereas this one looks like he's worried. He looks worried in every pose. He looks worried. So that's like my only, that was just like my instant reaction. But obviously, if I was collecting Hot Toys and I was anticipating waiting for Han Solo, I would be super hype on this, like you guys.
Yeah, I agree. I do think the expression was interesting, kind of like the new Clone Wars Anakin, where they did the really expressive face.
Right. But they did, where it's kind of the opposite, where I kind of wish we got a more serious Anakin. But like with this one, I kind of wish we got a little bit of a smirk for Han Solo as in addition to it.
Right.
I also
this is mega peak right here, man.
Real quick, I just wanted to say to JWC, I do have the in-art Batman on. It's not even just on order; it's on its way to me, and I thought it would be here before today. Watch it come tomorrow,
probably.
But I'm super excited for that. I can't wait.
All right, so Batman. I heard you guys say Mega Peak, so I have no idea.
Mega Peak.
Yeah, so this is in the 90s. DC decided to make Superman die. Doomsday killed Superman, and make. I guess that was yeah.
What's up, Luke?
And then they decided to have Bane break Batman's back. When Bane did that, Bruce Wayne obviously can no longer be Batman while he was recovering. So this guy, you might not know him as Azrael, Jean-Paul Valley, he became Batman. He was fine for a bit, and then he started becoming insane and very violent and killing. And
he was like Batman's pupil at the time, right? He was he was like. Because I read the Nightfall story, but it's been a while. But he was like not a sidekick, but he was like like a Nightwing to Batman,
right?
and then he kind of just took over when Batman couldn't, but he started to like borderline. Like, did he kill any of the villains, or did he just get close?
I don't remember, to be honest,
but it was like he was getting pretty dark,
right? And it was to the point where Batman, when he recovered, he went out and to stop him. But this character, I think he has I think he has 5 McFarlane figures. I have
and
2.
they're like the best ones they've made too. They're so good.
Yeah, everybody loves this character. Everybody loves the look. Everyone loves the figures. When I saw this, I was like, man, that looks amazing. Again, not something I'm interested in, but of course, like, I was like, man, Hot Toys does DC Comics figures, and it's fucking Jean-Paul Valley. Like, where's my dick? But again, it's cool. But I think it's exactly, Dante hit the nail on the head, where it's just a very toyetic design. Mm-hmm. So it makes sense why he has so many McFarlane.
Have you seen the MAFEX of this for the Nightfall line?
Yes.
That figure, I'm so like sad I missed it, because now he goes for like, I think 270 or like 300. Like that's a figure that MAFEX needs to reissue, because that looks amazing.
Hold on, Mac is saying it's a Game Reverse figure. Why is it?
It's based off
Origin. Arkham.
Oh, okay. All right, that's a little. Why do
it's
companies
like an Arkham
do
skin?
That? That's so strange that companies do that. Spider-Man.
It must be some loophole they have to get through.
Marvel Legends did it for some Spider-Man outfits. They took comic book Spider-Man outfits. They said, "Oh, actually, this is the comic book outfit from the game." Literally, Rebels Mall. They just said, "Oh, it's Battlefront Mall." I don't understand why companies do that.
I assume
it has to be some kind of licensing loophole.
I assume they have to make a certain amount of Gamerverse figures, and there's just not enough like characters from the game that would sell, so they just like go into the alternate skins and say, "Oh, we can sell Asbat. People are gonna definitely buy Asbat, and we'll just list it in our Gamerverse quota." But I mean, anyone who's buying this can just use this as a Nightfall Asbat.
Yeah, and again, he is cool looking, and I know Bobcat and Nate are saying they love him, but I'll say it. I bet Nate and Bobcat would even agree with me. He is such a product of his time, so 90s.
But it's 90s in the best way. Like this is the best part of the 90s. Is like these designs, like the story, like some of the stories.
It's just that he's a little. He's an edgelord. That's what Jean-Paul Valley is. He's at the time when you're reading it, you're like, oh man, it's Batman, but he's edgier and he's darker and he could potentially kill. He's crazy. He's more violent. So
yeah, you're spitting.
But like I said, figure wise, very very cool. I was very impressed.
90s as fuck.
Yeah.
90s.
But I bet like Coffee, I know you don't know anything about this. I bet if I should have asked you before I said anything, and I said, what decade do you think this was from? I'm pretty sure you would have guessed 90s.
No, I don't think I would have.
Really?
Well, maybe because
like the physical design.
Yeah, the actual
all these weird like spikes and stuff. It's like
you're spitting. Also, all the like this obnoxious fucking thigh. Whatever it is, and then the claws, the metal claws, and the lights everywhere. Why does he have lights?
But
because he's super sick, bro.
Very cool. I hope this means I would say I would be cooked, but I wouldn't be, because I would be very very picky. But I would buy a Nightwing. So
what if they made a Nightfall Nightwing? So like the gold and blue.
I don't think so. That is very specific. I don't. Yeah. That's too scene specific for me. I think
too scene specific.
I have that costume, McFarlane. It's a great costume. I do like it, but when I want Nightwing, it's got to be the blue Nightwing symbol on his chest.
So if tomorrow they release pictures of a Hush Nightwing, would you?
Yeah, Hush Nightwing is his normal outfit, so yeah, I think I'd be in on that. And I have a Nightwing statue. I think I'd probably sell the statue to buy that. Well, not to buy that, but I'm saying for space.
What up, Justin?
Who's that?
What up? Kindle, this is true.
Yeah.
We are close to 800 subs.
Hopefully all the fucking morons who were spamming on alts earlier, hopefully they subscribed with those burger channels.
Yeah. All those fucking no life having trolls.
Bro, this is kind of great. What'd you
potentially master of veggies, potentially master of gout, potentially master of reviews.
Bro, what are the 3 different people banned so far at this stream? We're only 30 minutes.
Yeah, like 4.
Bro, Unk isn't here to drive away the haters. We're vulnerable.
Real quick, if you're watching, hit like, hit subscribe. Appreciate everybody who's watching right now.
Yeah, stick around. We mostly talk Star Wars stuff, but like not a lot. Not a lot by the way of Star Wars stuff, but we still love doing this show. We still collect things other than Star Wars, so stick around.
Hell yeah.
It's good because I'm in a DC mood today because today I redid my entire DC shelf. Took every figure off and redid it all today.
It's always a good time.
Shout out Chaotic.
Yeah. Shout out Chaotic. Appreciate you.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. So kind. Who got memberships? Just in time for the giveaway next week.
I'm trying to check chat. So we got Legends of Panel and Pose, Caleb W, J Solo Arts, Road Killer, and Gotta Love Clones.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay.
Shout out appreciate you, bro.
Am I stupid? What is Justin saying here? I don't know what he's trying to say.
What? Oh, Blu-ray.
Blu-rays?
Oh! Okay.
No, he's got 500 Stingrays. That's what he's got.
Damn, Stingrays.
I'm kind of shocked, Justin. I was just not bitching, but I was just talking to Austin the other day, and I was saying how that your collection is significantly smaller than ours. I think I only have like 200.
500 is crazy.
Justin has way more than me.
5.
That's wild.
To be fair, though, every time I look at Justin's Blu-ray collection and I'm like, what'd you think of that movie? He said, I haven't seen it. I'm like, this dumb mother owns a significant amount of Blu-rays he doesn't want.
Man Ray.
All right.
I actually don't think I own a single Blu-ray. I think I just have like regular DVDs because it doesn't say Blu-ray on it. It's just a regular.
That's crazy. DVDs in 2025, bro.
Well, some things haven't been put out on Blu-ray or 4K.
Barely. Though.
I have all of Batman Beyond on DVD, and it has a whole art like cover.
That is cool.
Or some releases just have more features on DVD. So like,
yes, that is. Well, that's why I haven't upgraded to the 4K Lord of the Rings because the Blu-ray has like
all the
more special features like the length of the movie itself.
Yeah,
but I
need to go get that Blu-ray set from my mom and dad's house so I can show
you have
that stuff because I have that set, but it's at my parents' place still in a box.
Jedi Master Joshua asked how long that takes. It took a couple hours. No drastic changes. I just put previously. If you see the Marvel and Star Wars behind me, actually you can see the DC behind me. Yeah, you can see it. But if you see how I have my Marvel and Star Wars mostly, specifically the Marvel, it's fully packed. My Star Wars is, but it has the Landspeeder Luke Hexagon stands. Still got to do that with Marvel and DC, which is funny. I really should not have done this because I'm going to have to do it again when I print the rest of my hex stands. But I felt like doing it. I wanted to put the rest of the figures on the shelf. So now all of my shelves, Coffee, when you were here, you see, for my DC, I really only had one row. Now for each shelf, I have 3 rows. So I like tripled the amount of figures that were on that shelf.
Okay.
So
nice.
No changes. Just like I said, I tripled the amount of figures that were on there. So now, and then I'll do the hex stands, and then it'll look like my Star Wars much better.
Criterion sale.
I think that this is normal, right? Because it's usually end of June to end of July. I think isn't that when it is? I could have sworn that's what it was last year. I think. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I haven't purchased any yet, but I think I'm gonna go ham on the Criterion sale this year because last year I think I only bought one. If I remember correctly. So I think this year, in a few weeks, I think you guys will be seeing a bunch of physical media, which honestly kind of crazy because I didn't plan this out, but I think for the last month and a half, I've had a Blu-ray pickup every week, including today. So
Shit.
yeah, I didn't even mean it. Just I keep finding them at good deals or pre-orders come in or something like that. So yeah.
All right, so time to get into some SHF.
Yeah, time.
We're starting off with the Superman announcement from last night.
Bro, why is he yellow? He's sickly. He's ill. What's going on?
Ill. He's got jaundice.
So yeah, bro, he's got jaundice.
It's the fucking Shooter McGavin figure. What the fuck?
I want to start off with positives, and I think I only have like two, but
you cut the head off.
The positives, they're making a Superman figure. That's cool.
Yeah, the positive that is one positive that they're making a Superman figure. I like the texturing on the suit, even though it's very big for 1/12 scale. I still think it looks good, and I do think the cape looks pretty good too in the promo images.
Yeah, the cape did look very good. And whoever posted
I can't get over that face. Hey, it's Tiffy.
Yo.
Tiffy? Yeah, that's wrestling stuff after this. But
No, I think Doug will hang around for that one.
Yeah.
I think Doug will like that one.
Bro,
I do agree with
Bobcat said this. Real quick, Bobcat said it looked like RFK Jr. He was telling me that earlier. And I can't unsee it because it kind of does. Like, it's so silly.
Bro, so Superman is going to make sure you are not vaccinated.
I do agree with Pletho
that
the little underwear pieces don't look terrible on this guy. And I think it's because they like sculpted a gap for him and it's not just like a cutout that ends right here. So I think that looks okay. But man, these head sculpts are just straight up not good.
What were they thinking?
I just straight up think they're not good at all.
And David Cornswin is a very attractive man.
The one in the bottom.
Don't do him justice at all.
I think they just did not capture his likeness at all.
They included the taking a shit head sculpt in the bottom. Right?
Yeah, he's either taking a shit or he smells some shit or something.
Yeah, he looks like he smells something.
Yeah,
he's really mad at Happy Gilmore. That's what I'm determined.
This really is just kind of the head sculpt just brings it down so much. I'm sure it's going to be a fun figure in hand and everything, but yeah, I'm just not liking it.
Okay, so I'll say something positive. The like when I first saw this, I got pretty. I didn't get hyped, but I got I thought it looked really good. Mm-hmm. But then I saw the Shooter McGavin side by side, and now I can't unsee it. And also, Zoo just said that he looks yellow, and I completely agree. Like, he literally looks like the same color as his chest logo.
He does, bro.
But the other thing I'll say is with SHF, you can, like, I feel like so many times we've been in the same situation where the likeness looked so bad, and then you get it in hand, and it looks either fine or really good, like the Han. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And with the yellow color, for example, that too, how many times, like with Han's pants, you know, the Black Street Han pants, like how many times have they just fucked up the saturation or something?
And his hands do look like a better color.
So I'm gonna just hold out, because I still think this is gonna be about 20 million times better than the McFarlane, anything that they release. So like,
Dante's a hater.
I mean, I just feel like also it's the only 6-inch option right now. So
yeah,
I don't have anything 7-inch.
Right?
So
yeah. I understand.
If I end up liking the movie, I feel like I'm still gonna pick this up, even though he looks like Happy Gilmore
Also, the funny thing to me, it's a funny little just coincidence. I don't know if you guys know, but the actor who plays Shooter McGavin, Christopher McDonald, played Jor-El in the Superman animated series.
No
Superman
shit.
And he also played Superman himself in Batman Beyond.
Oh, that's crazy! I didn't know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. This is his figure.
Yeah, this is actually Superman from Batman Beyond. That's what
yeah.
Very accurate.
You know what? Great. If you get this, you can put it with your Batman Beyond figures, bro.
I will say, I think Pletho's spitting the MAFEX
in
the
3 years.
MAFEX in 3 years will look better. But I do think this figure is going to articulate very nicely. Of course, it's an SHF. I'm sure it'll have
also,
some nice accessories.
As we see, it comes with actual 2 fists. The fuck,
yeah.
God? Today I bought custom fists for my McFarlane version for $5.
That's crazy.
I bought a pair of hands for $5 because I was tired of not having 2 fists.
That's the main small business is just correcting all the McFarlane mistakes.
That's true. Supporting the small businesses.
Hell yeah. What the fuck was I gonna say? So the main thing with the SHF falling off thing obviously isn't like talking about the articulation and the bodies themselves. It's mainly pertaining to their likenesses. And as we can see, this one is just not good. But like Dante was saying, it could be better in hand. You never know. The promo pics, I'm starting to not trust them from like anybody, which is kind of sad.
That's crazy.
But, Pletho got the SHF Lord of the Rings Aragorn in hand, and he sent some nice pictures. And that is one that's in hand, and it's like, damn, what is going on? So let me go ahead and pull those up. I didn't save them, but I did kind of pull them up in browser.
Leave it to Beaver looking ass.
And
Bobcat's comment too. That's crazy.
Here's a good one that Pletho sent. The side by side kind of comparison. And yeah,
this is like Power of the Force Luke level.
This looks like a Tales of the Lord of the Rings figure. It's like an anime. It looks like a Clone Wars stylization.
Yeah, it's too animated. It's
again, Viggo Mortensen. He's an attractive guy. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Why can't someone make good Lord of the Rings action figures?
Bro, I will say it. I honestly prefer the Diamond Select. I know that's crazy. These obviously articulate so much better. Of course.
I know what you mean, but I just wish someone would make good ones.
Actual good. Yeah, especially because Diamond Select doesn't exist as a company anymore.
Exactly.
But
so sad, man.
Renoaz, it is so funny that you say that because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, the head shape on the figure arts looks like my head shape. That's so funny that Renoaz says that.
Yeah, honestly, the size of the clasp with the leaf thing is massive. It's huge.
It's insane.
But Pletho's correct. Yeah,
he did send some extra pictures, and like have been saying, the articulation I'm sure is great. And I don't know the full accessory.
It's not Strider. What the hell?
I don't know the full kind of accessory list that he comes with, but like he looks like a fun figure to mess around with.
Yeah,
for sure.
Oh, you can't do this with the Diamond Select at all.
If the likeness was better, this would be great. But it's just the likeness is abysmal.
They're so not it.
Yeah,
and you can't even how some people say, "Oh, I'll just put." Jonas says this that he'll put the Anakin and Obi-Wan Black Series heads on the new figure arts.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even do that for this because they're 7-inch versus 6. You have a giant bobblehead.
Yeah,
just so sad. And I think the new standard Obi-Wan head. Again, it's so off. I do still think the angry expression looks better, which is crazy. Like, how do we live in a universe where the alt expressive head looks better than the regular one somehow? But they're not doing good on some of these live action likenesses anymore. And Pletho also pointed this out earlier. Let me see if I can find what he specifically said.
it's such a shame. I think to paraphrase what he said, it's crazy how they can absolutely nail it 1 second, like with the Phantom Menace Obi-Wan Kenobi, but then turn around and then do the episode 3 one, and it just looks awful. It just looks abysmally bad.
So he said occasionally best portraits in the scale, and then he sent this. So Attack of the Clones, Anakin,
like that Tamira Morrison is perfect.
Yeah,
like, that's
Book
crazy.
of Boba Fett, Indy, Ahsoka,
and you could throw Han in there too.
Right? Yeah,
for sure.
And Han came out like last week, so it's like,
right.
It's just so like, why do they go so hard for like a couple of them, and then the rest?
You think it's just different sculptors, and they got some that are
is there one sculptor doing the good ones, and then the shitty ones are doing the bad ones? Like, what's going on?
They can't afford the good sculptors.
I don't know what has been going on over there, but it's like alarming. It's like, how do you have such good head sculpts like the Anakin and Tamira Morrison and the Indy and the Han Solo and all this, and then you're just releasing this other stuff too? It just it's like giving me whiplash. Yeah, we got the A team and the D team, and they got the D team on 80% of the stuff, it seems like. But
I know Bobcat is like, he's right 100%, but his comment where he says it would be peak if they just look like him. I just find that comment so funny because it's like, this figure would be so good if it just looked like the character that it's supposed to be.
Oh my gosh,
it's true though. It's true.
I mean, if it was a Shooter McGavin head sculpt, we would be if it was a Shooter McGavin figure, it would be glazing.
Yeah,
it's so good. Like,
it would have nailed it.
It is so good.
If the head sculpt actually looks like that in hand, you could just put it on with Batman Beyond if you have a Batman Beyond.
Yeah.
It almost looks like the guy just pulled up the wrong reference material or something.
Honestly,
it's so like identical to that actor. It's crazy.
Here, let me get Superman back up real quick. But yeah, SHF, y'all got to figure something out. I don't know how 9-10-year-old figures from them, 8-9-10-year-old figures are looking better than ones that are coming out today. That's like not good.
Are we, before we end the segment, is there any other figures that you wanted to show on this segment? I forgot.
Not for SHF, no.
Okay, because I wanted, if you could go to the Out of the Basement Discord and look at the DC McFarlane channel. I want Dante to talk about this because again, no offense to the person who said it in the Out of the Basement Discord, because I've seen multiple people say this lately. Where, I mean, you could also talk about it. We all could, because we all have a few MAFEX.
It was just a weird take to me, like especially like the word he used.
Yeah, someone said it in the Out of the Basement on Lazy Sunday on Sunday. Someone said it in chat. If you scroll up and you'll see Dante's response.
This one?
Yeah, but
here he says,
look what the guy said. Like, if you look at his thing.
Okay, so I think it was Adam. He sent a picture of LPZZ like Deathstroke, which looks like one of the best figures. Like, it looks like in art level. And then the guy said, I've seen those, just never heard of LPZZ. I guess I don't want to fall into a scam company like MAFEX with all their loose limbs.
What? A scam company.
I just like calling MAFEX because also later he says he's only bought one MAFEX. So I bought a ton of MAFEX. So I have the Spider-Man, the comic one. I have the Tobey Maguire one. I have Magneto. I have Wolverine. I have freaking a lot of them, right? The only one that's like kind of loose for me is my 185 Spider-Man. So the comic.
Yeah, that's what he said in his comment. Right,
it's also the one I've had for the longest amount of time, and I have posed it a ton, and that one is kind of loose, and it's kind of annoying sometimes. But all of my other MAFEX figures are like perfect, and in fact, MAFEX is one of my favorite companies because their quality is like so good nowadays.
Yeah.
So like he called it a scam company. I'm like, I don't know. Also,
yeah,
what I
that's
thought was funny as well
waffling.
was that Adam sent a picture of an LPZZ figure. LPZZ is a completely different company. So like, what is MAFEX? What is that's like saying I don't want to buy a MAFEX because Hasbro's QC is shit. Like, I don't get.
This is so the reason why I wanted to bring this up is not like I'm not trying to like dog on this guy, of course. It's because this is like the third or fourth time I've seen someone say recently that MAFEX is a shit company. And I'm very confused because all the MAFEX I have are legitimately the best figures I own. So I don't, maybe like it's just MAFEX figures that I don't collect that people have been getting in hand that are awful. But I love all of my MAFEX figures, so I don't know. But again, I saw a comment on Lazy Sunday where someone said
I'm in the same boat as you. I have a bunch of MAFEX figures. They're all pretty good to me.
All of my MAFEX except for the C3PO and R2, which was like you can't go anywhere like searching for those figures without seeing people bring up the problem. So like you just kind of know what you're getting into with that one. But they were all amazing. Yeah, the like super old set and 3PO just fall apart.
On one of the comments of one of Robo's recent weeklies, someone responded or someone commented and they said MAFEX is really falling off as a company. So that was like the first time where I saw something. And then, like I said, someone said it on Lazy Sunday, and then someone's now saying in the Discord. And
what are these people just buying CT toys and they're like, man, this is so much cheaper. MAFEX sucks now.
The funny thing you said that because that's what I would say for the final comment is that under Preternia on Twitter, when he was talking about the new reissue of the Wolverine, there were people commenting and they were saying literally the coffee's fucking thing that he hates, or people were like, MAFEX is shit, CT toys, Wolverine better, and stuff like that. So I was just like,
do people not know how CT toys made Wolverine?
I don't think we do, bro. But
people are fucking morons.
No, they gotta be just trolls, bro. They gotta be just internet trolls. There's no one that like
they have to either be like
CT Toys is a better company than MAFEX.
They have to have like the IQ of a frozen hot dog, or they're trolls. Like they just have to, like literal. They're just sitting there like. They're just sitting there, mouth breathing, typing out the most dog shit take they can think of, or they're just trolling.
Laughing, I can't. It's so
no, like I just don't understand like getting so up in arms like over a fucking toy company and fucking get a life, bro.
I hate that toy shit. They're like
on Lazy Sunday the other day. I feel like everybody just hates every company now. Like people are shit talking SHF. People shit talk MAFEX. They shit talk Hasbro. They shit talk McFarlane. Like I can't wait for people to start shit talking Hot Toys.
Bro, I know this is
anything. I guess every company is shit. Like I don't
every
know.
company is shit.
I know this is like not that related, but I'm in some Lego Discords as well.
Oh my god, Lego
even in the OOTB, in OOTB, the Lego channel. It was today. Today they released a bunch of pictures of the new sets coming out in August. And I saw the pictures. Evan Plush Studio always putting the pictures in there immediately. He's like the GOAT when it comes to like Lego news. And they released a Clone Turbo Tank. Clone Turbo Tank with Kiari Mundi, Bakara, 3 Galactic Marines. And this is the first time that Bakara or the Galactic Marines have ever been made in Lego. And they look phenomenal. And the Turbo Tank is like a little smaller than the old ones. And this is like a common trend with Lego. Like sets are just getting a little smaller over time. It's like shrinkflation and shit. It's like the same price, but you're getting less.
Right.
It's like the same amount of pieces. Or like it's sometimes a little less pieces, but it's like the same amount of pieces because what they do is they just make it more detailed. and a better build. Whereas before they used bigger pieces, it was like a worse build, but it was bigger. So anyways, people saw the new turbo tank, right? This new turbo tank came out. And people are just shitting on it like instantly because it's like smaller. They're saying Lego's scamming, like
Lego's
that. 2005 one is peak, which the 2005 one like is bigger, but it looks like not as good.
Well, that's my favorite thing that people say. Do you guys remember when people were saying that the Droideka was the same sculpt as Revenge of the Sith? And then when that was pointed out, then people were like, okay, the Revenge of the Sith one actually looks better. And I'm like, it fucking doesn't. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
no, bro,
that's insane. The stab was the same one as the original from fucking 1999. I'm like, do you really think Hasbro would do that? Like they would dig all the way back to 1999 for that?
They did use a 2004 Chewbacca sculpt, which is insane.
Well, for TVC, because TVC is slot garbage. So. Block garbage.
Anyways, my personal take on the new clone turbo tank, I think it's definitely a little smaller, but it looks like the best one they've ever made. Like the details are so much better, more refined. It's like getting a modern Hasbro figure with like the new tech, but it costs like $5 more than what it did in like 10 years ago. And then people complain that it's $5 more and they say the old one's better, even though the new one's like obviously better.
It's because of what
I see the same thing in Lego.
It's people getting used to something, even if it's worse.
Right.
And then
they like, fucking have the nerve to say that it's better.
It's just 2005.
The 2005 better. What?
Huh? Yeah. That's God. Yeah, I saw that they're doing another UCS ATST. That's kind of cool.
It looks so good. Did you see the pictures of it?
Yeah.
You should pull them out. You should add them to the
let me refind them.
Well, they're all in the Lego. They're all in the Lego channel. If that's easy.
Yeah. I'm sure, even as someone that you're passing on it for now, I think you could agree that the new TVC Vader's tie looks better than the one you have.
Oh, for sure. So, yeah. Like the color, the color of the ship is like more accurate. Like it has the broken wing part. It comes with a figure. The internal cockpit is much better. Like the one I have is like just a husk where you put the figure in. It has like a place where you put a sticker for the controls, and that one is like highly detailed. It's painted. Like it looks a lot better.
And you'd expect it to be because it's what.
Because it's 140, it should be good. It's $140.
Yeah,
right.
It should be damn good.
Crazy.
This thing looks.
Here's the ATST. Yeah,
it's pretty sick. It's the new UCS one.
Yeah. Oh, look how big it is.
People are definitely gonna say the old one looks better from like 2008 or whatever, just because.
Oh my god!
This one looks so good.
Is this actually true what Mac is saying? Did they really put that Rex in a $10 set? I didn't know they did that.
Yeah,
they did, and that's how I bought it. That's how I got it, because I'm not paying $650 for it.
I remember people buying that Venator just for the fucking minifig, which is insane. That's so crazy.
I got him right here.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. What is this?
How is it a bad thing that they put it in a $10 set for people?
Bro, I was so happy. I'm like, I can just go to Walmart and buy the minifigure.
I can't believe that people were buying it for that amount of money, and then they could have just waited. Oh my god!
They could have just waited and bought the shit for $10.
Well, to be fair, you're getting a UCS Venator with it. I know, people were complaining about the exclusivity.
If you're bitching about fucking minifigure exclusives, get a fucking life.
They're
the little toys that go with your Lego sets.
Right.
If you're paying $700 for a UCS Venator, you should be buying it for the UCS Venator.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
But you bought the Venator. You didn't just. If you just bought it for the little fucking Captain Rex minifigure, you dumb motherfucker. That's all I got.
Bro, I'm looking at this right now. Some of these videos, Lego lied to us. Huge Rex controversy. What a scummy move by Lego. Just these videos. People are crazy. Oh my god.
Fucking wild.
Y'all were naive to really think they were gonna lock Captain Rex of all characters behind a fucking UCS set. Ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
Oh, Lego collectors being morons. What else is new?
Hey, yo, I'm a Lego collector, bro.
Well, are you being a moron?
I'm just kidding.
Are you being a moron? Are you paying $600 for
Dante displays is like the one base Lego collector who thinks everyone else is dumb.
I never said that, but Loki.
At least the loud ones. The loud ones are
I mean, it's the same thing as it is in every other community where it's like that type of stuff just gets the most attention, the most clicks. So like, obviously the bigger channels, that's how they get big. So it's just, it sucks when that stuff filters into all the discourse online, because like I'm just going on the Discord trying to like, I'm hype about something, and then just like, oh, this shit is too small. This shit, look, they had to recess the fucking Chiari Mundi seat so his head could fit in. It's like, bro.
Oh my goodness. So after the Lego tangent and the other stuff, we do have some WWE figgies.
Yes, sir.
I know Wilbon wanted to talk about these, so we're going to start off with Tiffy.
Some peak went up for pre-order today. So when they announced this and they revealed this, they announced they were doing a Tiffany Ultimate with just like a picture of her, and I was like a little bit nervous about it because usually their female figures are really awful. Like there's probably a handful of them that I really like, and there's the Asuka one, the new Nia Jax they just put out actually looks like her. And then I was surprised to see this one actually really looks like Tiffy. So I'm super hyped for this.
Bro, I'll give you two good reasons why I like this figure.
Hey, yo.
That's crazy. All right.
That's wild. But I saw this one up for pre-order today, and I called Courtney when she was at work. I was like, baby, I'm getting one of these for my collection. Do you want one of these for your collection? And she was like, yeah, get two. I was like, all right.
Base.
So we're getting one to rock, one to stock. So
you got to get the third one for
for something else. Right?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not even
we're hyped to get this one.
I feel like I'm gonna buy this Captain Rex fucking little tiny Lego for $12 because it's so. I almost want to own it. I almost want to own it just because it's so silly. Because I remember that whole situation. I was like, "You guys are so stupid buying a $600 set for a minifigure."
Zoo, I have an extra one because I bought it and then my friend gifted it to me for my birthday, not knowing I already had it. And I never told him that I had already bought it. So like,
little do you know he's watching right now.
Oh hell no! I hope not.
Well, I hope he's hyped for the Tiffy figure.
I can send you it if you want for just shipping.
Hell yeah, bro! I'd be down for sure.
Fuck yeah!
Huh.
I bet.
But yeah, super stoked to get this. As y'all know, I'm super into the Ultimate figures, like more so than anything else that WWE puts out, unless it's like Monday Night Wars specifically. Like that line is what I'm super into. As far as collecting like the lower priced figures, but yeah, I'm glad she comes with her briefcase. That's super cool. I didn't think they were going to include that.
That's cool.
I thought it would come with her title, but I was really happy to see them include that briefcase because that's she held on to that thing for like a year.
It's a good array of accessories. Extra head sculpt, 3 pairs of hands, and the
alt head. I think I'll display the more serious expression because like the smiling one doesn't really do it for me. Like
yeah.
How much?
I like the more serious one.
How much do these cost?
So this one on Ringside is $37, but like in stores, like if you find it in Walmart, it'll be like $32. Something like that.
So it's like
shout out Courtney.
Shout out Courtney for the $1 for Tiffy time chat.
Yeah.
Thank you, Courtney.
Yeah, 37 on Ringside, you said?
Yep. They do a little bit of an upcharge, but I get that pre-order secured, and I don't have to hunt for this figure because I fucking hate
is that just hunt. Another BBTS?
Sort of, yeah. They just specialize in wrestling stuff. So like they have wrestling stuff for across like so many different companies, but like that site specializes in wrestling action figures.
Nice.
Oh, and we also get them early per foregone. So there you go. Yeah, and again, I don't have to go hunting for this shit.
True.
All right, this Eddie Guerrero is stacked, bro.
Yeah, so many alt hands, like the fucking strap accessory too. Like that's super cool.
Is that Han Solo's belt?
No, they've done a couple different Eddie Guerrero figures.
In as an Ultimate. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the other one where he has like the mullet and the shirt that says Latino Heat. I actually do want to grab that one. That one's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is fucking sick. Eddie
comes
Guerrero
with so much. Yeah,
is goated. Yeah, 3 head sculpts. Let's see, we got 4 pairs of hands total, and then like you said, this little accessory.
Yeah,
man,
the strap accessory is cool. I would love to have him posed up with somebody like doing a strap match. That's fun.
Yeah.
Super sick. But I'm passing.
Unfortunately,
on
there's no
Eddie.
picture of this one.
I'm passing on Eddie and this Uncle Howdy. I know Foregone is in on this one because he's like super into the Bray Wyatt stuff, but not really for me. I wasn't watching during that time, so I have no attachment to like the Bray Wyatt character or anything. But
right,
yeah. Anyway,
right.
that one's not for me.
W wrestling picks, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
W wrestling picks. But then we got
Tiffy time though.
Yeah, shout out Tiffy. I know Courtney's excited too. So
yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, this was a Zoo Boy pick for some talking about.
Zoo, you're gonna have to explain. I know there's Sonic going on in here.
This is so silly and dumb, and yet I love it. This is the Justice League as Sonic character, or sorry, Sonic characters as the Justice League. So there's Sonic, of course, is Flash. Then there's Silver.
Shadow's got to be Batman.
Yeah, Shadow is as Batman, Silver as Green Lantern, and Amy as Wonder Woman.
Amy as Snud.
Yeah.
Is there Superman?
So we'll get to that in a sec.
Yeah.
But the this Dark Side should be 7 inches straight up, I think. Which obviously Dark Side would be taller than a standard McFarlane figure. He's a big guy. So I mean, it probably wouldn't scale well with McFarlane, but it is a cool Dark Side figure. I'm not ordering any of these because, again, people should know I only want if I can complete the team. So if you look in the next pick, this is what Funko is doing. So we can see there's Knuckles Superman and Cyborg Tails. So if they finish the team by making those in a separate wave, then I'd be tempted. Just because I like Sonic, I like DC. It would be a tiny little fun little display, but I wouldn't buy it if they didn't release everybody. So if they never release that Knuckles and Tails, then I wouldn't be interested. But yeah,
right. What company is making these?
These are.
Is it Jazzwares?
I think, right? I'm pretty sure.
Is it the same company that was making the movie Sonic figures that everyone was glazing?
Or is that Jack Pacific?
Oh, it might have been Jack Pacific.
I think it's Jack Pacific, right? Let me double check that for you. Yeah, it's Jack Pacific. Okay.
I mean, the Dark Side, are they all individual release or is it like a 4-pack?
So everyone's individual except then they also have this 4-pack. So this is the only way to get Batman right now. So I'm assuming what they're gonna do is they'll do a wave 2 because the other photos that Coffee just went through, those are single releases. I think what they'll do for the second wave would be a single release of Batman and then Superman and Cyborg. Because this Batman, I don't have a picture of it, but they talked about how it actually you might be able to see there if you zoom in, Coffee, but his bat symbol lights up. And I assume the single release would not do that. That would be exclusive to this 4-pack.
Yeah, I can zoom in a bit, but it gets a little blurry.
Yeah, well, you can see that how it's lighting.
Yeah.
It's lighting up. So, yeah, it's just when I first saw this, I was like, I can't believe they're doing this. The funny thing is, I don't care because I don't care about articulation for a tiny little Sonic figure. But some Sonic fans are pretty pissed because these figures have more articulation than the standard Sonic figures. So they're actually giving the DC figures like better articulation.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sonic guys.
I mean, these came out more recently, so maybe they're just
true. Maybe
upgrading their articulation scheme.
Right.
All right. Yeah, hopefully they do finish the team because I mean, even though I don't really give a fuck about this kind of stuff, I mean, like it's a cool little crossover. It's fun.
Yeah, and like I said, that's just I don't imagine anyone who is buying this. I imagine they want the whole full team, right? Unless you're just like a super big Shadow fan, and you only want Batman, or
unless you just want Darkseid.
This is an oddly niche crossover.
Yeah.
But how many DC Sonic fans are there?
Right.
Like, even me, I'm a very casual Sonic fan. Like, I play the games, that's it. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about the comics. I don't really even care about the movies.
I didn't even know there were comics.
Yeah, there's Sonic. Sonic comics are like, people go crazy for Sonic comics. But,
for real?
Yeah, I only care about the games, that's it. I've seen the first 2 Sonic movies. I enjoyed them for what they were. I'd like to watch the third one, but I haven't gotten around to watching the Knuckles show yet, which I want to watch before the third one.
Mm-hmm.
The Lego Sonic set looked really cool. It was like a set of like the first level, like the green with the loop.
Oh yeah, I did see that. It looks cool.
That looked super sick. So it made me want to get into Sonic. So then I bought Sonic Mania for the PS4.
That's a good one.
And then I couldn't get past the first level, so I never played it again.
Damn.
So that's my Sonic experience.
Go back and give it a shot. Sonic's fun. At least, like, I would say,
I'm so bad at it.
It's not my favorite franchise by any means as far as video games go, but like, they're all right. They're pretty cool.
My anime boy's wife is the biggest Sonic fan I know. She is huge. Like, she's a massive Sonic fan. Crazy. She loves Sonic.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's it for news though. Not a lot to talk about.
Pretty dry. Hopefully next week we'll have some more Star Wars stuff to cover on the channel.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Also, Marsh is saying that the Knuckles show wasn't great. Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be some crazy thing. That's why I haven't rushed to watch it yet. But I'll probably still give it a watch at some point.
Yeah. Since we're done with news, do you guys want to do some emails? I know Bobcat said he sent one, and then we have some others to go through. But before
and the one that starred for the figures, so we can do that one first if you guys want.
I'm down to get started with that one.
Before we get into it, if you want to send us an email, mondaynightfigureball@gmail.com. If you send us an email tonight, we'll look at it next week. But go ahead, shoot us an email if you want to. Topics, collection, anything, just random questions, whatever you want to send, go ahead and do it. So mondaynightfigureball@gmail.com. But so that was, what was that? Corellian's? Yeah, that was Corellian's question. TBS says you can have one wave of 5 figures, and after that, never make Black Series again. Who is in your wave?
So should they all be from like one specific thing, or does it matter? Like,
I think
it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
you only got 5. Just choose,
just whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You want to go? You want to do one at a time across the across all of us, or just each name our 5?
I say go all in, bro.
Yeah, just go all in.
I have to think about it for a minute. I hadn't pondered this.
I got mine, so I'll know.
Yeah, you go ahead, because I honestly didn't think about this at all either.
All right, you all think. You too, Dante. But
yeah, I didn't even.
Mine is very easy. I'm sure everyone could guess. I'm sure if I asked someone in chat to guess mine, they probably could. But it's
Jason Solo.
Yep. It's Jason Solo, Darth Bane, Darth Plagueis, Darth Treya, Darth Sion.
Bunch of darts.
Four Sith, and it kills me. I wish Corellian said 6, because it kills me if that means the line would end. The line would end without getting an HK-47, because that would be my.
That's
6th
a bummer, man.
Yeah, that's real. That really sucks. That would be number 6 for me. But that's those 5 are just so. I feel like they're necessary for EU fans. Those 5 specifically.
I'd want a Mac and a Wink and a Hunk and an Amy and a Snug.
There you go.
I love that Mac has just embraced that.
Yeah.
Here, I'm thinking of some. So,
I'll go. I think I got it. I think I got
okay.
it.
Dr. Forgo, what the hell?
Fuck you, Zoo. HK is more important, bro. It's almost like Dr. Forgon's here with us.
Yeah, there we go.
All right,
Fuck
I'll
you,
go. I'll hit Kyle Crouton, my boy Kyle Croutons. 9 Numb, Lobot.
Ooh,
I'm gonna hit those big 3 in this wave. Then I would go Pong. What? Kyle Croutons, 9 Numb, Lobot.
Oh, okay.
I got 2 left. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. One of them is gonna be a deluxe. Pong Krell,
that's
deluxe.
Fine. I could be fine.
And for the last figure ever,
it's gonna be Shmi, bro. That's the answer.
You know what? Give me Grand Admiral Thrawn with the proper epaulettes.
Wow, that's a good one.
Give me that. Give me the Heir to the Empire specific Grand Admiral Thrawn.
See, I thought you would have said HK-47.
I do like HK-47, but like if it's the end, I feel like that would be the way to go.
Hell yeah, I like that.
Given we
need a little more time.
Given we do have Grand Admiral Thrawn, so maybe not as the last figure ever.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I'm sorry. Hold on. Fuck Thrawn. Taking that shit back. Dirge. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Bro's got 2 deluxes in his
Hey, it's my list. Whatever.
Bro, hold on. You know what, then? I want to put, if you could do that, then I want to put Treya and Sion in a 2-pack and then give you HK.
Nah, that's crazy. Okay.
I mean, if I could do 2 deluxes,
we'll
give Zoo
pack.
1 2-pack. We'll give Zoo 1 2-pack.
Give me 100-pack. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Queen Amidala.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I said Lord Starkiller, but like it could be any of his appearances. It could be Sith Stalker, actual Lord Starkiller. Yeah, just Dark Side. Starkiller. If you do the evil ending, Dirge, of course.
Based.
I had 9 Nub as well. He feels like that. There's a lot of OT essentials, but
he's the missing piece from Return of the Jedi for me. Where if they did him, like they pretty well covered that film outside of like Glups from Jabba's palace and stuff.
Number 5, Garandan.
Yeah.
I just love Garandan. So
Garandan's the shit.
He feels like another. I wouldn't say essential, I guess, but like, why haven't they done him? kind
of a key linchpin for why they have to like blast out of Tatooine. Because we got Dr. Evazan and Ponda Baba. We've got Hammerhead. Like, I feel like we need some more of that Mos Eisley set piece for Black Series.
All right, Dante, did you think of one?
Yeah, so I made a change because when you said Queen Amidala, Queen Amidala needed to be on my list. So originally I had a full 2003 Clone Wars wave.
Ooh,
but
nice.
I had to knock off Phase 2 Fordo for Queen Amidala. And my reasoning behind that is because we have a Phase 1 Fordo, so I can live with Phase 1 Fordo. If we never get a Phase 2, that's okay, even though I love the Phase 2 look. Now, the rest of my list, give me a 2003 Ventress.
Yep.
Give me a 2003 Dirge.
Base.
Give me a 2003 tatted shirtless Anakin.
Shirtless Anakin. Yeah.
And give me a 2003 Saucy Tin in his medieval.
Oh, that's
yes, with the helmet.
One. Oh, that's a good one.
That's cool.
If I had one, let me get a cheated. Actually, Zoo cheated like shit, so I'm gonna cheat as well.
Do a 2-pack.
Give me a Jedi 2-pack with medieval Saucy Tin and shirtless Kit Fisto with the laser. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. No, that's a base fucking list.
Dirge, give me a deluxe set with the bike and the
the lance. Yeah.
I want to say since mine is obviously heavily EU focused, I want to say no EU, and I want to say what I would want because it would be 9 Num,
base,
Lobot, Quinlan Vos,
Quinlan's a good one.
Agent Callus, and Bail Organa. That would be my 5 if I couldn't do EU. It was hard because, again, like HK was just outside. If I was doing a non-EU thing, Max Rebo is just outside.
Yeah, he's just outside.
Yeah, it's
hopefully soon. Hopefully
like the 3
we
of them.
Max.
Yeah, I want Max. I want Droopy, and I want Psy. But though basically since I just gave you 2 top 5s, now you guys know what my top 10 wants for the line are.
Yeah,
that's my top 10 for the line.
There you go.
5
my
EU,
list.
5
my list was also taking into account the leaked the rumored Django because I kind of assume that's we're gonna get him, but if Django would be on my list too, I guess. Because Django's one of my favorite designs in the whole Star Wars universe.
Django's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So that was.
I hope that comes to fruition.
Mac is asking Jimmy or Benjamin for Bail.
Jimmy.
I would honestly, I'd be okay with Benjamin, but like everyone's saying, Jimmy. Jimmy is
the Clone Wars animated.
Yeah. I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. This is maybe a tiny and/or criticism I have. I feel like Bail Organa's role was a little more played up than what it actually was.
What it actually ended up being.
I feel like it people acted like he was in it way more. To be fair, though, they could not have written him out. Like I've seen some people say they're like, "Oh, you can't tell the story they told without Bail there." So
you have to have Bail Organa.
Yeah, I understand why they recasted for sure, but Benjamin was not in it enough for me to say, "Oh, that's Bail." Like, I thought he did a good job, but I'll still think of Bail as. It's not like Genevieve O'Reilly, where when I think of Mon now, I'll always think of Genevieve O'Reilly.
It felt like a stand-in for Jimmy Smits.
Right.
It felt like he was channeling Jimmy Smits in the performance too. Like you could tell from his acting. Yeah.
There's 3 different ways a recast can go. It can go like Obi-Wan, where Ewan and Alec are both synonymous. Like, no matter most people probably think of both of them. They're just both equal.
Or depending on your demographic, your age, you probably think of Ewan.
True.
Just Ewan, yeah.
Yeah, but then so there's what I would say equal, or like Wilbon said, depending on the age. Then there's where someone has surpassed, which for me that would be Genevieve O'Reilly from Mon Mothma. And then there's like Benjamin Bratt, where he was good, but Jimmy Smits is still
right.
Yeah,
he's still him.
Organa, right?
I feel like I liked Benjamin. I liked his portrayal of Bail, but it was the first time I've ever Bail has ever pissed me off. Like Bail, he was always like this, like a nice guy, whatever. He pissed me off in Andor, bro. Along with the rest of the Senator Council, whatever.
True.
Like that one girl in the Senator Council.
From Rogue One.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, she's rude. For sure.
Look at Doug again, just like me, 4 Sith, and then all of a sudden you get Queen Amidala.
Hell yeah! All right, So this email is from Philip Morgan. It's just a picture real quick. Let me pull it up. Nice little sand trooper display with the dewback, of course. And then we got the squad on deck, all the different color pauldrons. Yeah.
Oh, real quick, because I see people doing it in chat. If everyone else who wants to do it as well, write your top 5 that you want, because I would love to say, even if you're watching this,
if you're watching the replay,
I'd love to hear. Yeah. I love to read stuff like that. People's final five figures.
Doug put Nihilus on his list, but don't we have a Nihilus? Or is Darth Nihil a different character?
That is a different character.
It is?
Yes, that is from the same comics as Darth Talon.
Bro, where's the creativity, bro?
But you know what's funny? That's like EU stuff. And then when in the High Republic, when Disney created something, they created an enemy called the Nihil as well. So there's 3 separate Star Wars characters that have very similar names.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
This display looks awesome. I love the sand. It looks
like real the actual sand. Yeah. Nice little diorama.
It might be real sand, is it?
I think that's what it is.
That's great.
Shout out to Philip Morgan. Hold on. What the hell? Can't play it. So this is from Spooky Man. And he says he sent a video, but I'd have to like download it and all that to show it. It's like not letting me show it through the attachment on the email. But it says, I shit you not. Last month I saw The Weeknd with Playboy Cardi opening. At the show, I met this lovely woman named Amy. Once Cardi started singing the song, I couldn't stop but think, do I snud? The brain rot is just hitting.
The MNF brain rot.
I'm not gonna ask. I don't know what Amy and Snud. I don't know where that came from.
It's honestly, so dumb.
It's inexplicable. It's so stupid.
It just appeared.
Have we ever explained it on stream?
I don't think so.
It was me, Psycho, and Zoo Boy.
I'll do it right now.
Yeah.
Me, Psycho, and Coffee were playing this game where I was telling them names. I was like, which name do you like more? And I said Amy, and then my mic like disconnected or something. And then I came back and I said Amy or Snud. And they just thought it was hysterical. But I was like, why are you laughing? And it's because Snud was, I'm going to write it in chat. This is how it was. And I pronounced that as Snud. And
it's Canute.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It's honestly the dumbest thing.
It's not even funny. Ever. I don't even know.
It's not funny at all. I think it was only funny because of the comedic time. Like, you had to be there for it to actually be funny. Because you said Amy and then cut out. And keep in mind, he was doing this like 20 minutes before this one. So we were just cracking up at all the interesting names. But he cuts out and comes back and doesn't say anything. We're like, for like a minute or two. And we're like, Amy or who? Like, and I just, it's so dumb. You had to be there for it to actually be funny.
Yeah.
Then, I mean, that's how most of those things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then again, it's like, because Canute is how it's actually pronounced, is an actual, like, you know...
Bro, you're capping, bro. That's not a fucking...
Yes, no, it's an... Look up Canute the Great, bro.
That's like a Star Wars-ass name. That's like a Cantina glove name.
Look up Snud the Great.
Yeah, bro, Canute, he was a king of England.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then
it's crazy how he was a king of England. It's crazy how he was a king of England, and then no one ever since has ever named someone.
Well, that's because again, it was England at the time, like Stoned and Mac are saying. It was like the Vikings, you know, like before, like.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, you know, names, you know, they get, you know, someone was named Dante back in the millions of years ago, and then they kept naming their kids that because it was like
Canute just died out. No one
they did that once, and they're like, never.
Hold on, guys.
That one did not hit.
I'm bringing it back, but we're gonna do the Snud pronunciation. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it back as Snud.
There you go.
Bro, someone named their son Snud, bro.
You think in 10, 15 years from now there's gonna be a kid out there named Snud?
Please.
And it's because of this.
my God.
There better be.
Sign the baby.
One of you degenerates out there, name your kid Snud.
Name your kid Snud. There you go.
Yeah.
So, next email is a collection, like a set of collection photos from Edwin. Don't want to dox the last name just in case, but it's from Edwin. So, let's get it pulled up. Looks like we got some MAFEX and S.H.F. all at the top. Like, I can see that this is the S.H.F. Well, definitely the Spider-Man. Oh, yeah, the whole trio. And then this is the No Way Home one.
Deadpool is also S.H.F.
Yep, Deadpool. I'm assuming these are the MAFEX.
Is that, yeah?
John Wick.
John Wick.
Some weapons.
Yeah, he's got some swords at the top and the 59 Rex with some Pokemon stuff as well. And then we got Duel of the Fates 3-pack. I love the Obi-Wan saber blade from it. It looks so good.
Qui-Gon one is shit.
It's so pale. Yeah,
old
looks
one
like
is
a hot
so
toy blade.
What the hell? Yeah.
I actually have this. I think this is a hot take. I should have put this in the OOTB channel, but I actually like I don't like that Obi-Wan saber. I like the more the lighter sabers because in the movies they're actually they're white and
they're white with like the
outline, right? And Obi-Wan's looks too opaque. Like I rather have the lighter. Like I would rather have like an almost clear saber with like a little tint of blue than like a super blue one. But that's just me.
You know what? I think you're right that they are more accurate. But I do just like the darker blue.
Like for me, like the Obi-Wan saber looks like a popsicle, bro. It looks like a blue raspberry popsicle.
Bro, I'm gonna accidentally eat it next time I'm redoing my shelf.
I think that's like a fair perspective to have. I prefer the more saturated lightsaber blades, especially on like the Hot Toys Jedi and stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna fault anyone for having a preference as to what they like. Yeah, I do think that's like this one could be a little too much.
Because even the what I'm saying, the lighter blue, even that's not accurate. Because like I said, it's supposed to be white, not blue. But I'm just saying, I think for me, the lighter blue is my preference.
If you want to get technical, they're not supposed to be solid any one color. Right. They're white with a
little outline.
Yeah. But this is action figures, clean. There's limitations to what they can do.
This is super clean display. I like how simple it is.
Yeah. It's not crowded.
Like the shelves. I've always loved like wood-colored shelves.
And we got a peak 2-pack over here. At least a peak figure out of the 2-pack. But let's look at the next one. Oh, okay. It gets a little more crowded.
There it is.
She holding a lightsaber? What the fuck?
What the hell?
Padme got the saber?
What's she gonna do with that?
I like Yoda standing on the chair.
Standing on the chair. Ready to
fight. That Django pose is killing me, bro. We need to do Django.
That's about the best pose.
Look at that. Look at that. We need to do Django so bad.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Anakin. It can't come soon enough.
Yep.
But yeah, it's looking good. Oh my god, we got cursed Yoda.
That's out of scale Grand Dunk Yoda.
Oh wait, we have this one too down here. I like the pose on Boba flying up above.
That's sick. The juxtaposition of that Boba posed so well, and then the Django Fett up there just hitting the fucking.
Yeah.
Bobber. You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about.
Exactly.
I have the R2 on that shelf. I have it posed in the same way, but that pose, no offense, but it doesn't make any sense because he's like the jet boosters are going into the ground.
Yeah,
unless you have it on a flight stand, it's like he's getting started flying. He's getting started.
I have mine displayed the same way though, so it's.
I mean, I do too. I just haven't printed a flight stand.
For me, that's
I do love this. The Jedi text with the holocrons.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that's cool.
What did you say, Dante?
What were you saying, Dante?
For the R2 with all the accessories attached, for me, that's like when he gets electrocuted and he just starts spazzing out and all this shit just starts coming out.
Starts tweaking.
Wow.
Next up, we got looks like
The
a
base
Mando.
album
Yeah,
would be
Mandoverse display. Mix some EU mixed in with Luke right there, and the KOTOR Old Republic stuff in the back.
Luke.
But looking good. Looking good. Oh, he's gonna put a cloak on Ahsoka based.
Oh yeah, no, this is the guy. He had a bunch of custom soft goods. Like if you look at the Darth Maul from Rebels, if you zoom in, he's got the custom soft goods scarf.
Oh, okay.
As well. And
Yeah,
Anakin had a custom robe.
Jackie.
Jackie, Ahsoka the White, Qui-Gon. I don't know where it is, but Qui-Gon has a custom poncho. I think in not that one, but he has a custom poncho in one of them.
Back here.
Oh no, it's below. It's below. It's below. It's below.
Oh, right here. Okay.
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
And he's got a ton of stuff like that, and it looks like really good. Like that looks like well done soft goods.
Yeah, I agree. Looking good. Looking good. And then we're on this picture right here. And then looks like a bunch of Acolyte. That's Kylo Ren and Rey in the back. So some sequels. So kind of just some extra stuff. Rebels as well. Okay. All right. Good night. And then I can't tell if these are imports down at I assume they're SHF down at the bottom. I can tell this is an SHF from that thigh cut and the joints and everything, but
they seem to be.
I'm not really into the anime figures, yeah. And then just kind of a better look. Oh, hey yo. Wilbon?
Hey yo, he's got the wrestling stuff. We got Rey Mysterio down there.
Some Rey Mysterios?
Yeah. Peak.
Is that it? Yeah,
bro. You need like one of those little wrestling rings.
Yeah.
Get your Rays fighting.
He can have Rey Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio.
Mirror match,
right,
bro.
So they were the SHF. Cool.
Or hey, you never know who's under that mask. Somebody else might be putting the mask on. You never know.
Or you can have the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, just have them all pointing. Yeah.
We got another Bobcat email, boys.
Oh shit! Here we
go. Question number one.
This is gonna take all night. Let's go.
Yeah. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? I already know you, boys.
Cookie dough.
Wait, do you?
Or maybe I don't. I thought you were just gonna say like vanilla, just plain vanilla.
So that's close. I was about to say it's so boring, but really, it's all the flavors I like are pretty boring but basic. But cookies and cream is number one for me. Easy.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad.
Wilbon, what did you say specifically?
Cookie dough.
Okay, so now I gotta ask: cookie dough or chocolate chip cookie dough? Because there's a difference. Because I hate chocolate chip cookie dough because they put little chocolate chips in with the chocolate chip cookie dough, and I don't like that. I just want the pieces of the cookie dough. So most times when you're at a supermarket and you try to buy cookie dough ice cream, it's actually chocolate chip cookie dough. And I don't like little bits of chocolate. I'm not a chocolate person really. So
I do like the little bits of chocolate. I do like
I don't so like at Dairy Queen or some place that has ice cream like that, you can get like just cookie dough.
Cookie dough mixed in.
That's peak. Like I love that. But
yeah, I am a sucker for anything with Reese's in it though. So like generally when I get like mix-ins with ice cream, it's Reese's.
I'm not even saying the cookie dough itself can have chocolate chips in it, like chocolate chip cookie dough. That's fine. I'm just saying I don't like when they put
extra chocolate chips.
Yeah, like straight chocolate chips into it.
See, I like that though. I like that.
My sister, my whole family does. I'm not a big chocolate guy, so it's got to be.
You're gonna hate the next question, bro.
Oh shit!
The favorite ice cream.
Wait, Dante didn't give his favorite flavor. Wait, you didn't give your favorite flavor either.
Yeah, I didn't either, bro. What are you fucking talking about? I'm with Will. I love like if I get like a mix in, it's gonna be Reese's, but like just plain old ice cream flavor, it's either strawberry or mint chocolate chip for me.
I fuck with mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip fucking slaps.
Also, Hell Runner put it butter pecan, underrated flavor.
Underrated, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, what did you pick?
For me, it's vanilla with shit in it. vanilla with shit in it. So it's like
Bro, you like
with shit in it.
Vanilla with shit in it. Bro's wild in out here.
I mean,
Vanilla with shit.
Dante eat pieces of shit for dessert, bro?
I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. You eat pieces of shit for breakfast?
Vanilla with shit mixed in. No, I get what you're saying though, like Oreos or M&Ms.
Specifically, Oreos. I don't like Oreos, but specifically,
that's crazy.
Like dulce de leche. You know, dulce de leche. It's like caramel, but it's made with milk instead of water, so it's like thicker and like richer. Yeah. Like I love vanilla with dulce de leche in it, or like vanilla with like dulce de leche and like sometimes it has like pecans in it, or like with dulce. I mean with like caramel. You know, caramel cone. The Haagen-Dazs caramel cone.
Yeah, my mom loves that.
Like anything with like a little crunch in it when I eat it, like that's peak to me.
Bro,
and then vanilla as the base flavor.
You should like shit then. The shit wouldn't be crunchy.
I was gonna use that for this. But.
No, I agree though. So where we moved to, there's like a little local ice cream kind of spot that's like literally less than 5 minutes away from my house. It's pricey because it's like a mom and pop kind of business, but dude, it's so good. Oh my gosh.
Bro, I know I just said this with the figure question as well, but I think from now on, when Bobcat sends his emails, people in chat should answer too. Because I'm enjoying reading what people. Enjoying reading what people are saying too.
So Zooboy's gonna love this question. What's your favorite type of chocolate candy?
All right, I have a cop-out answer, but it's true. White chocolate. I love white chocolate. It's not chocolate.
That's crazy because I can't fucking stand white chocolate.
I feel like there's you either fucking hate white chocolate or you fucking love.
That's Courtney. Courtney hates white chocolate. I love it.
Hell yeah, me and Wilbon, let's go. Oh, we should have got
dude. Have you had the white? Have you had the white chocolate Reese's?
I don't like peanut butter. Remember.
It's my favorite candy. That's my answer to this question. It's fucking Reese's cups, bro.
That's
big cups.
That's my favorite. Yes, the big cups. Oh my!
The big cups,
bro. The big cups with the Reese's Pieces in them. Oh my god,
they've been wilding with their flavors lately. They got the peanut butter and jelly Reese's cups. Wow, that shit's crazy. That shit's nuts.
Yeah. Reese's cups for me. That's my answer.
I have a good one.
Right, coffee.
Or a good one for me anyway.
Bro, if you say Almond Joy, like you're out.
All right, good night.
What? Yeah, rip Dante.
He's gone.
What did you?
Nah, I was not gonna say Almond Joy, but I do love Almond Joy.
Bruh, coconut.
I'll let Dante go first. I'll tell you what I was gonna say. What were you saying?
So this is called chocolate en rama. But I looked up the translation. It's called branch chocolate, but it looks like this. It's like
is that the shit?
Is that the shit? Yeah.
Bro, have you guys ever had this?
No.
It's like
I know what that is. Yes, I know what that is. I don't think I've ever had it though.
It's it's so good.
It looks like a Slim Jim or something from the picture.
Bro, Piercing is spitting right now. Oh,
classic white chocolate lint. Lint.
Oh yes, bro.
Maybe act up, bro.
Chef's chocolate salty balls.
I'm about to exit stream and go get some candy. What the fuck?
Yeah, all right, good night. I was gonna ask you, Kobe. I was gonna say, do you remember my cousin John?
Mm-hmm.
His mom used to make white chocolate from scratch.
I bet that's good.
It was so good.
I bet that's actually really good.
Yeah. All right. The thing about branch chocolate is like you kind of have to make it from scratch just because it's like basically what it is it's like a way of making chocolate. I think they like have it like really like flat on a sheet and they like scrape and it rolls into a thing. Mm-hmm. And then what it creates is like the most like perfect texture when you eat it. Like that's what's good about it, because you could have white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. You can have any type of chocolate, but when it's made like that, It's like artisan chocolate, bro.
I've seen
artisan chocolate.
I've seen people make it
like Hot Toys chocolate, bro.
Hot Toys chocolate.
The question I want to ask you guys, because people are saying this in chat as well: milk or dark chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Oh, both.
All day. Milk
Bro,
chocolate.
I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like for a lot of people that either love it or hate it, my entire family except my mom loves dark chocolate. Me and my mom are like, get that shit out of here. I hate dark chocolate. It's so bitter. I hate it.
I don't
That's
hate
crazy.
it. I don't
love
hate it, but I definitely prefer milk chocolate.
All right.
I have noticed though, if you like dark chocolate, you usually don't like white chocolate, and if you like white chocolate, then you usually like
right. Like Courtney loves dark chocolate.
And there's me, and I like all three. They're all so.
Donnie's a chocolate boy. He loves all his chocolate.
All right. Next question is, what's your favorite type of gummy candy? And he said gummy bears.
Oh, see, now you're spitting.
Does Sour Patch count as a gummy?
Yeah, it's gummy.
Yeah,
I would say it's Sour Patch. Specifically, I like red Sour Patch, or watermelon, or I like the watermelon actually is shaped like a watermelon. That's cool. Then they have the strawberry and cherry ones that are shaped like strawberry.
Nerd clusters is a good
Nerd
one.
gummy clusters are fucking peak. That is the best candy ever.
Fucking Michael, do edibles count?
I prefer
I mean,
you have to go with the weed gummies.
The weed gummies, yeah. Nerd gummy clusters are the best candy that's ever been made. That shit is peak.
It's not really a candy, but I like Welch's fruit snacks.
Bro, fact.
Strawberry fruit snacks, they're good.
Those are banging, bro.
It's kind of crazy to I don't know if you can say this with like a candy, but Welch's are nostalgic to me. Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I swear, like that was like peak.
Bro, you know what?
When I was in the lunchbox at school, bro.
Yeah, bro, it makes sense because
that shit peak.
I know you're younger, of course, so like I'm
No, how about the Scooby Doo fruit snacks?
Bro, that's what I was about to say.
Yes, bro. Why was in that blue one? Why was in that blue one, bro? They put Mr. Super Clear on the blue ones, bro.
Bro, that's I was about to say my thought that I was telling Dante. I was like, he's nostalgic for those. I'm like, I'm nostalgic for those like when I was in college and after. But like as a kid, for me, it's those Scooby Doo, the SpongeBob ones too.
Bro, I don't know. Do they still do that? I feel like you would go into the supermarket and there would be a different. It would be a different collab every week, bro.
Yeah,
it would be like Scooby Doo, SpongeBob. It would be like Marvel superheroes. It would be like freaking.
Bro,
they went crazy with the collabs. Bro.
When I was a kid, I would inhale those.
Back then, I feel like they worked harder to get more into like the food aisle, like
I mean, I feel like
with the collabs like that.
Now I feel like everyone just buys it because
right.
But what about fruit
it's established now,
Or fruit roll up. Fruit by the foot is much better than fruit roll up. I'll say it.
Fruit roll up. I agree. I dig fruit roll up, but fruit by the foot is good.
What about Gushers?
Gushers slap, bro.
Oh my
Gushers
god,
might
dude.
be my answer, to be honest. It's either Gushers or Welch's.
Bro, I got sour Gushers the other day. They were pretty damn good.
Oh, we didn't say gummy worms. I like sour gummy worms.
Take or leave them.
Sour gummy worms
Patch Kids for mine. I love the blue and the red ones, but I also like the yellow ones too. I like all of them. Bro, honestly, orange is my least favorite.
You would like what I just got a few weeks ago. I got the red, white, and blue Sour Patch. It was like for 4th of July, so it was lemon. I don't know what the fuck is the red flavor, cherry or strawberry? I don't even know.
Strawberry or no, it's cherry.
And then it's blue raspberry for the blue. And I just took
eating a raincoat. What the?
That's crazy.
I like that texture of that raincoat.
Yeah, my brother loves lemon flavored candy. So I took the bag. I'm like, take every lemon out. You enjoy it, and I can have the red and blue. So
lemon heads slap though. They're good.
I love
lemon flavor. I don't. The only lemon flavor I like on anything is lemonade. I like lemonade. That's it.
I love lemonade.
Dark Trev is spitting peanut M&Ms.
Nah, get these.
Bro, peanut butter M&Ms
crunch though. The pretzel M&Ms though, dog.
Yeah.
I don't want any nut in my candy. No nut. We don't want.
I know all like it. I mean, I love nut.
Crazy.
Do you want shit in your vanilla ice cream?
I think I'd rather eat shit than nut because I'm allergic to tree nuts. So,
I mean, we should have that debate. Would you rather eat nut or shit?
All right, good night.
What kind of nut are we talking?
All right, good night. Next question. What's your favorite Star Wars scene? The Return of the Jedi Luke versus Vader fight is what Bobcat says.
I'm not going to lie. You don't need to repeat that because I was still laughing. I didn't even hear what
Oh,
you
my
said.
God. What's your favorite Star Wars scene? And then Bobcat said Return of the Jedi. Luke
From
Vader.
anything? Like show, movie, anything?
Just Star Wars, yeah.
Damn.
It should be.
I don't know if I have an answer for that.
I have an answer. It's so easy. I wonder if anyone can guess.
Is it Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi? The helmet taken?
It's very close to that.
Is it Luke throwing the lightsaber?
Yep. That is my favorite scene in Star Wars.
I can see that. I that was up there for me too.
That is.
I'm gonna go with just the final trench run on the Death Star.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Vader versus Luke, but from Empire instead.
I just get goosebumps every time I watch that scene. The score just fucking hits like nothing else.
Fucking Zach. Hayden Force Ghost Return of the
That's crazy. What the fuck?
That's fucking insane.
Coffee, what is your favorite part of that scene? Because for me, it's the Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Yes, the beginning.
Yeah.
That's the best.
From when he comes up out of the floor to when they after they ignite their sabers.
Peak cinema. Peak cinema.
For me,
what about you, Dante?
Okay, so for me, it's got to be something from the prequels because that's just where my nostalgia is, and honestly, it's crazy because I think my favorite scene might be from my least favorite movie, but the Geonosis arena, the clones coming in, all the Jedi
when they pop in, man. That's the better. That's the best run. That's the best run in.
Django getting clipped, bruh.
I will say, kind of maybe surprising. My second favorite scene in all of Star Wars is what is the exact line? It's fuck. That's not the how line. I forget exactly what Darth Vader says. He says something like that's not the Jedi way. And Ahsoka says, I'm no Jedi. That's my second favorite moment in all of Star Wars.
Kanan's death in Rebels was very good.
That was. I cried, bro. That shit hard.
Bro, it's so funny because I knew it was coming because I had it spoiled, unfortunately. And my mom was watching, and my mom was like, don't tell me he's going to die. Don't tell me he's going to die. And then we see
that's cool.
She's like,
Mrs. Coffee did the same shit.
My mom was so
She knew it was coming.
Yeah. Courtney was heartbroken too when we watched that. She loves Rebels too, man.
Yeah. Rebels there we go. Bobcat got revenge is not the Jedi way. Yes. And Ahsoka says, I'm no Jedi. Or also, it's really just that whole scene. Just when you see Anakin and he says Ahsoka, and then Ahsoka's like, I won't leave you, not this time. That's because I love
what you will die.
Yes, both of them have something in common, which is like Ahsoka and Luke going against the dark side and remaining so vigilant against it. And I love that. But just the fact that Luke throws his saber away, like every time, I and also just the line that he says, because I'll never turn to the dark side. That's a great line. But then when he says, you failed, your highness, I am a Jedi, like my father before me. I love how Mark Hamill says that, but also just the balls on Luke to say to the Emperor, you failed, bro. Nothing you can do. Because the thing is, this is why we were talking about this on Lazy Sunday, where Justin said that he almost views each of the Star Wars things as separately. Because the OT doesn't feel like the PT, it doesn't feel like Andor, then that doesn't feel like Mando.
I mean, they were made 20 plus years apart.
Right, and I understand that everything does feel like, it does feel different for sure. Their Empire in Rebels doesn't feel like the Empire in Andor. However, to me, when I look back at the OT, having watched the prequels, and I see that basically for his entire life, or at least post Plagueis' death, Palpatine got everything he wanted, essentially, and he was able to take Maul and corrupt him. He was able to take Dooku and corrupt him. He was able to take Anakin and corrupt him. And then finally, someone says, you know what? No. And that brings me so much joy and happiness that Luke is able to just say, you beat.
No.
You beat Palpatine, sorry.
Yeah.
I just want to say Lego is based for including that quote, I'm a Jedi like my father before me. They included that quote in the plaque for the Emperor's Throne diorama that I have. So like
I need to build that. I have that set. I need to put
so
that together.
That's the only diorama set I have, and it's literally the scene that Zoo is talking about. It's the Emperor's throne room. It comes with the Emperor. It comes with Darth Vader. It comes with Luke.
Awesome, bro. I need to get that set, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, you should, because it's such a perfect... It's like if they took a picture of that moment, because you can pose the figs however you want. You can have Darth Vader with his lightsaber fighting Luke like they're mid-battle. You can have Darth Vader about to throw Palpatine the thing. You can have Luke with his lightsaber on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's just a perfect picture of it. And it literally has the quote. It says, I'm a Jedi like my father before me, Luke Skywalker.
You got to send me a link to this set.
Bro, it's...
And they're not, and the dioramas aren't very big either. If you're worried about like it being a space thing, like they're pretty compact too.
I have a very, very, very tiny Lego display. It's like 3 Lego sets.
But like, if that's your favorite moment, I feel like it's worth a pickup.
I'm gonna send you a picture of mine. I think it retailed for like $100, but it's been on sale, so I think you could probably get it for like 80 or something.
That was like one of those things where like I didn't want to spend my own money on it, and so I asked for it for Christmas, and I got it. So
well, that's good.
I need to put it together.
I know it's fucking June, but I've been literally since my whole life, since I was a child, I've always said, "Oh man, I think I want this for Christmas. I think I want this for Christmas." So I know when people would ask me, even as an adult, I'm like, "Oh, I know." Now, there's literally I don't even know what I would say if someone was like, "Hey, what do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, I have no clue. I don't know. So
I used to submit my Christmas list like in June, and then my mom, because my mom always just would buy me stuff. My mom would buy me I would give her the list, and she would like buy me something on the list, and then by the time Christmas rolled around, I would have like new stuff on the list. So I would like it was like a cheat code, bro.
I've altered the deal.
I like Pletho's question. He said, "What's the worst scene in Star Wars?" So my Uncle Vito is literally downstairs right now writing this.
Hell yeah!
But
worst scene.
The worst scene in Star Wars. I
feel like I haven't seen the worst scene because I haven't watched Kenobi, Acolyte, Book of Boba.
Wow, you haven't watched any of those? Damn.
But if I had to pick a scene that I would
say from like OTPT, or you could even throw sequels in there. I guess.
What if it's Pelimoto screaming? No, that's peak scene.
It has to be,
bro.
It has to be, the scenes, Anakin and Padme scenes in Attack of the Clones, because those are the only scenes in all of those movies that I want to walk out of the room. Like I don't like I want to just like do something else.
You know what? You know what's my least favorite scene? I'm gonna cheat. It's the entire second half of Rise of Skywalker where we don't see every time we cut to Kylo Ren and Adam Driver doesn't fucking talk. That's my least favorite scene where he doesn't.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think
Forgon might have it for me. Is that sequence where little Leia's being chased by Flea? That is awful. That was, I think, the first time as an adult watching Star Wars where I was like questioning my fandom. Like,
so is it bad that
it was that bad where I was like, do I continue being a Star Wars fan? Like, this is horrible.
I have 3 separate answers for Rise of Skywalker alone.
That's crazy.
It's the fucking dagger scene with the Death Star.
Now.
Oh,
the ancient dagger lining up to the 30-year-old destroyed Death Star and somehow lining up with the wreckage perfectly. I hate that one. I also hate the scene where Rey makes it to the throne room and the fucking door that was never there before is just there all of a sudden with the Wayfinder in it. I also just don't like that. And the last one is fucking Palpatine's death, where she just cross guards the lightsabers and he's just electrocuting himself. And then she turns the lightsabers into like a conduit and he stops using his lightning, but they're just like randomly charged with the fucking force lightning still.
Before that, when he kept electrocuting himself, just stop. Same thing in Revenge of the Sith.
That's the thing, though. In the scene, he stops, but she had they're like charged up. She's like superpower lightsaber, fucking pushing them like that.
I understand Anakin's not in his right mind. He's thinking about saving Padme's life. But Anakin, when Palpatine's like, "I'm too weak," Anakin be like, "Then stop fucking shooting lightning, you dumb fuck! Like you're the one who's doing it. Who's doing that? It's you, bro. Stop doing that."
Who's doing that?
My answer is the entirety of The Rise of Skywalker. That movie's fucking trash.
Real talk though, I think Dante gave the best answer. It's one of the scenes where Anakin is talking.
All of them, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what's the worst one though. The worst one might be when Padme's like,
"I'm uncomfortable."
Yeah, that might be the worst.
That's what I felt, bro. I was Padme in that moment, bro. You're making me
uncomfortable. Is it
me uncomfortable?
One of my least favorite Anakin and Padme interactions doesn't even come from Attack of the Clones. It's like, "You're so beautiful," and she's like, "Only because I'm so in love." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
What does that mean? What the fuck?
That's one of my least favorite ones.
It doesn't make sense.
Unironically,
I would
replying to Pleto, I would rather watch the holiday special forever, every day, every second of my life, than watch The Rise of Skywalker ever again, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
fucking movie.
So love his blind.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Even as someone who despises it as a film, I gotta disagree with Dr. Forgon. There are elements of Rise of Skywalker that I do still find fun. Like I love
Yoda. Or no, that's from Last Jedi.
That's Last Jedi, bro. There's nothing. There's nothing,
Luke
bro.
raising the X-wing out of the water.
Yeah, I love Kylo Ren or Ben.
That's just cringe. It's just ripping off a fucking Empire, bro.
All right, good night. You're sitting.
I like Ben Solo fighting the Knights of Ren, and even though it's
but he doesn't fucking talk, bro.
You know what? You know what another dumbass scene is? You know what another dumb fucking scene is? But like, I understand why they did it, and I like the scene that comes after it. Is when Kylo throws the lightsaber into the water. I love the Han Solo bit, but then he goes to Exegol. It's like, bro, you shouldn't have thrown your fucking lightsaber in the water, bro. You could have used it.
Bro, hold on. General Grievous runs after it, bro.
Yeah,
that's what happens in the movie.
I also really I hate it because it's so dumb. But I'd be lying if it didn't get me in the it got me in the feels when all the ships ridiculously show up at the end of Rise of Skywalker.
Okay, I agree. I think it's dumb, but it also gets me, bro. I'm not.
Because it's like they're you just see like look how many people are willing to fight the Empire.
It's such
the final.
It's
so more of us. Bro.
I think it's so bad it's good. Honestly,
no, it's just bad. It's just.
And then
bad.
I also do. Someone said this earlier, but. Even though I don't really like the context of the I am all the Jedi scene, especially because it feels very endgamey after
Avengers and that's all I was thinking the entire time. I was like, they're just ripping off of Endgame and just shoehorning it into this fucking movie.
I do like the scene where all of the Jedi talk to Rey. That's cool.
Yes, I do like that as well.
You get Ahsoka, you get Ayla Sakura, just
get Kanan.
Yeah, as I said, Kanan was the first one I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hyped.
All right. Next question. Who's your favorite Indiana Jones character? He says his is Colonel Vogel. Yeah, Indiana Jones.
Hey, yo, Bobcat's favorite is a Nazi? Hey, yo.
Makes sense. Am I right? Give me some.
It's clearly Indiana Jones. Like,
yeah. All right, hold on. What if it's not Indiana Jones? Let's make it a little interesting.
His dad, yeah.
His dad,
yeah. It's
short round.
Yeah. No time for love, Dr. Jones.
No, my favorite short round quote is "He no nuts, he crazy."
He no nuts, he crazy.
Hold on, lady, we're going for a ride.
Actually, short round.
I love short round. Yeah,
he's amazing.
He's awesome.
All right.
Come on, Shorty.
Wow, Tommy
says
saying Willie?
Yeah.
Willie!
No, bro, I wish Fig was here because there's so many great lines. Temple of Doom is like the most quippy thing. I love. There are 2 dead people out here. There's gonna be 2 dead people in here. You don't hurry up.
Yeah.
This is so good. Oh no, hold on. The best line in any Indiana Jones movie is "We are going to die." It's the way Harrison Ford emotes. Or when he cuts the bridge and he says, Molaram, prepare to meet Kali in hell. He does this thing with his tongue. It's so good.
Yeah.
If I wish Fig was here.
Come on. Look.
Some goofy ass shit.
Amazing.
All right.
Look, if you can hear us, tell us your favorite indie moments.
Did you just say Indiana Jones as well, Dante? Just indie? Or you have an actual pick? Or
pick, I mean, to be honest, like
you and Spielberg, Tommy.
I mean, bro, I will say, sorry, didn't mean to cut you off, Dante, but I just want to say what Mac is saying, Marcus in The Last Crusade. Again, I've talked about this scene 1,000 times on this channel, but just when Indiana Jones says that Marcus knows every local custom, everything, he'll blend in, disappear, and it just cuts to Marcus not speaking anything but English, and he doesn't know what he's talking about. Love that scene. But what Tommy was saying, I think Elsa is Indy's best love interest. I mean, Marion's a better character, but Elsa is like more interesting than Marion, I think. She's also hotter, just saying. But
all right.
Elsa is just, I love Elsa in every way. Elsa is so good. And then she dies. What a shame.
What a shame.
All right, let Dante spit real quick.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, what am I even spitting about? What was the question?
Did you say your favorite Indiana Jones character? Did you say Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I mean, it's Indiana Jones because, like, you know, I enjoy the Indiana Jones movies, but, like, when it finishes and, like, an hour goes by, I don't remember anything about them. Like, they just don't grip me. So, like, when it comes to Indiana Jones, like, yeah, Harrison Ford pops into my head. The Lego game pops into my head.
This is gonna be Justin tomorrow during work. He's gonna be like, Dante is spitting.
I think he's gonna ask for a time signature where to skip to where to go to
exactly.
skip the end.
Can I skip the Indiana Jones?
I know Zooboy's gonna hate this, but I genuinely think, like, I think more of Lego Indiana Jones than the movies. Honestly.
I mean,
I just need to rewatch.
Bro, this is some fucking Gen Alpha, Gen Z fucking text.
You said you need to rewatch them. I rewatched them, like the 3 of them, like maybe a year ago, and it was like I had never. It made no difference. Like a week later, it was like, I need to rewatch them again, bro. Because
that's insane.
Damn.
Bro, maybe you have a memory issue.
Bro, I think I do, bro. Because like the same thing happens with like Star Wars. Like I had to rewatch.
Bro, I
what the fuck?
I honestly don't.
Bro, can't remember anything.
Again, no offense to you and other people, but I don't understand having a memory like that because my friend Mike, he has one of the worst memories I've ever seen ever, and he knows it. And we watch movies weekly together, and I always think about, I'm like, why do you even do this? And then I look back, I'm like, 1 month ago we saw this movie. Do you remember it? He's like, didn't even remember we watched that. And I'm like, bro, like,
yeah.
If you have such a bad memory, I don't understand. But I agree with Tommy though. I would think Lego Indiana Jones is probably my second favorite Lego game after the complete saga for Star Wars.
Yeah, I would say it kind of peaks there.
Yeah.
I love the juxtaposition in the making of Temple of Doom where Lucas is going through this fucking painful divorce, and then Spielberg is just smashing Willie Scott. Just smashing Willie Scott.
Bro, when I was a kid, I didn't obviously get all like the sexual innuendo, but that movie has a lot of it.
Yeah,
like Indy straight up groping the statue, or Willie's like, I could have rocked your world. Like the whole like I always loved that scene as a kid, and I didn't understand like what they wanted the other person to do, but it's great.
No,
or even Sean Connery in Last Crusade where he's like, she talks in her sleep. Like it's like like now you're like, oh, that's Love it.
All right. Next question. What was your first action figure you remember getting? He said his is the 2008 Grievous.
So I think we talked about this on the show a couple episodes ago, but that one Fantastic Four figure that Johnny Storm.
Yeah, you said
yeah. I still need to pick that up.
I have no idea.
My answer also is a 3.75 Johnny Storm Fantastic Four, but it was non-flamed on.
Oh, okay. Very close though.
It was that and some random like robotic alien looking dude, and I used to always fight them together.
So
yeah, I had that, and then I had like a couple 3.75 Star Wars figures. Like those were my first action figures.
One that jumps to my mind is the old Toy Biz Battle Damage Toby Spider-Man, and I got it from they had a little toy bin at the thrift shop, and that's where I got it from.
That's like, I think that's like a grail figure nowadays. Like that thing.
That's it. That's
do you remember? Like I remember. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, I was just gonna imagine if MAFEX made a battle damage Toby like from the subway scene in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Imagine if they made a Green Goblin too.
Bro, they need to get on that shit, bro. I would cop it instantly. So would everyone else.
What I was gonna say is basically Tommy said it right here. I don't really remember a time in my life before toys. I just always had them, so I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know.
My parents spoiled the shit out of me and always made sure I had.
Yeah. Also, I was more of a Lego kid.
Facts. Me too.
I had Legos too. Action figures and Legos.
All right. And then last question from Bobcat: what is your current white whale right now? And then he says his is the Hot Toys Clone Wars Obi-Wan. Ooh, white.
You guys are never gonna guess this.
What's a white whale again?
It's like one of your most desired.
It's the biggest grail for you.
Like a big grail, essentially.
I've been pretty good. I've been getting a lot of my grails lately. For Star Wars, it would have been the Sarlacc pit, but Zavi is selling me for an amazing deal his childhood Sarlacc pit because he doesn't collect 3.75. So amazing! I'm so excited to get that. But I know exactly what it is, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to send it in the link, and then you can show it on stream because I want you to see what it is. But it's so ridiculous.
I had a white whale, but I own my white whale.
Bro's got it.
Yeah.
Bro said that says white whale when it came out like months ago. I can't.
Well, it was a white whale because I love Anakin, and I thought I would never get an artisan copy of it.
True.
So
I don't know.
White whale for like current collection.
I think the problem is at this point, if I want it that bad, I just buy it. You know?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. If I want it, I buy it. Generally,
like I think for me as a kid, it would have been like the toy. Like I always wanted the Toy Biz, like the Galactus and Sentinel Build-A-Figures. Like those were always way out of anything I could think of getting, but now I have those, so it's like I'm trying to think of something.
I want to see if anyone knows what this is.
Is it about to be an animal?
It's
the
right
monster
there.
from Cloverfield.
Yes, this is my grail ever since this movie came out. It used to go for $1,000. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's increased even more now. But this is my grail because it's something I don't think I'll ever get. And I love Cloverfield with a passion. Such a great movie. No one in my family likes it. It's such an anomaly. My dad doesn't get it.
I like that movie. I like that movie.
My dad also hates like found footage type movies, so I understand.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I love this movie. The design of the Cloverfield monster is so good. And I know I'll probably never get this because, like I said, I think it's never on eBay or any site ever. And when it is, it's usually there for $1,000 plus. So I think it was $150 retail, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'll probably never get this, but this is definitely my white whale because everything else that I want, I feel like one day I could get it, but not this one. I don't actually know who made it. Some Bobcat saying.
I guess for me right now it would be an artisan Anakin because I just don't see a way I could get one.
Okay, so apparently it was made ironically by Hasbro.
Oh,
well, there you go.
okay.
It's a Hasbro.
That's a lot of paint. That's a lot of paint for a husband.
Dang,
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a white whale right now, like a figure where it's like.
No,
just
I know
feels good on the
exactly.
table.
Because generally, if I want something, like I'll just save up and get it. Like
I have a couple
I don't-
Hot Toys where I'm like, I need them to reissue this because I'm never paying the aftermarket price. So I guess those would be like Grand Moff Tarkin and the Death Star Gunner, because those two are just so like I would never pay aftermarket for those.
Before I picked them up, it might have been 3PO and R2.
Hell yeah!
Well, spoilers for snacks.
For me, I definitely figured out. So I was thinking action figures. I don't have a way well when it comes to action figures, but for Lego, old Lego sets, they raise in price so much. And for me, the Lego Death Star, bro. The Lego Death Star, that's like
so sick.
grail as a kid. And even now, I think if you wanted to get the Lego Death Star, I think it's over $1,000, and it's like
all I gotta say,
the Lego Death Star.
R.I.P. and shout out to my Nana. She bought that for me when I was 8 years old, and I stayed home from school to build it.
Oh, that's cool.
So legendary, bro.
Yeah, I'm looking on eBay.
I love that set so much.
There's only 7 listings of the Cloverfield monster on eBay right now, and they're all between 1,000 to 2,000.
Oh,
that's crazy.
So
what the hell? I know what another one of your white whales is the SHF ring girl.
I mean,
yeah,
but I feel like, see, again, that's up to like I would be pissed that I would have to spend that much, but it exists, like, and I could buy it. So I feel like, also, I don't even know why I want that because I sleep in the same room with my action figures, so I would not want that. That would scare me.
Yeah, that sounds that sounds awful for your quality of life.
Yeah.
I also want to address Comrade Bobcat. He says there's rumors they're making a new Lego Death Star, and they are making a new Lego Death Star, but it retails for $1,000.
Yeah.
So I don't think I'm gonna get that one either. So yeah,
that's an insane price, dude. $1,000,
which is crazy because the last one was $500. Which means, is it going to be twice the size? That would be insane.
Who knows? They'll probably do panels that you can like pull back to see the inside.
Yeah, and then it would just be the same size, but twice the piece count because of those panels.
Bro, look at this. Someone is selling one because that has sound effects, and I don't know if anyone has seen. Well, Wilbon, you said you have. The Cloverfield monster has such a unique roar. I love it.
Yep.
But this one, the sound effects are broken. So it's literally a broken figure, and someone's selling it for $750. Like,
so
crazy.
We do have a email question, like a question email from Court, but it has 11 questions. Do you want to answer a couple of them, or just save the whole like email for next week? Because we have like probably 6 more emails.
Yeah,
to
I would say
I would rather get through the 6 and then come back to that one next week as a whole time.
Yeah, I agree. We'll start.
Right, I'm starring the one from Court with all the questions on it. There are some good questions as well. Philip sent another email, but I can't look at it because it's a video. I'd have to download it. We got Michael dropping in. He says, "Hey guys, wanted to send over a few pics I shot of some of my newest dioramas, and they feature a few of the figs that I got from Mr. Coffee at ICCC.
Y'all are edging me right now. Somebody,
I have an alt account.
Hey yo, Dante's about to be 800.
Unless someone beats me to it.
Y'all are edging me right now,
bro. I'm gonna love to see this because this is gonna have some of the
coffee
figures.
Don't say that.
Hold up.
No, we gotta see Dante uses alt 800.
Come on.
Where is it?
Click it. Motherfucker.
You fucking animals.
And that's with me subscribe, which means 3 fucks unsubscribe.
Fucking guys.
Bastards.
Wait, I have
Get this
another
off
one.
the screen, bro. People are just
have
gonna keep
another one.
doing it like that one time.
Hey, look, there's the $7.99. Come on, no,
I have
go.
another one. I have another one.
He has another one. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
We're gonna get back.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. Bro, everyone used to use that. Bro, I know there are people who are watching us regularly who don't subscribe. What are you doing?
Hit it,
What's
hit it, hit it.
Motherfucker!
Bro, there's some fucking trolling
Troll.
fucks right now, bro.
All right, good night.
All
I don't
right,
have any more.
here.
But that's the thing. Is
Now
that I know this is just a me thing. Most people don't give a fuck. But I would never troll like that even though it's funny.
It's kind of fucked up. Yeah.
I've done it before, but I would sub right back.
But the reason why is because I like to see how long I've been subscribed. Because that's a stat, and then you mess up that statistic.
Yay!
That's awesome. Congratulations to us, boys.
Yeah.
Right.
We gotta pull it away now because people are gonna be funny.
Yeah. So this is from Michael. He's got some dioramas, which we're gonna see some coffee figures in here.
Hold on, some sound effects before we move on.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's the important one.
Oh, we have to play. All right. No copyright. No copyright.
No copyright.
But shout out to Michael. Got some base dioramas going on in here.
Hell
Yes,
yeah,
awesome.
dude! What
This
the
is-
hell?
This is
Is
the Luke.
that a Hoth? Is that an Echo base?
Yeah.
That's
This is the Luke with the casting cave head that I sold him. I know that for sure. Got the Jedi temple pillars. Oh,
Nice.
You got
Oh,
a-
This shit peak.
yeah,
This
this
Is
shit
that
peak.
Leia? Oh no, that's Leia.
Leia as Clea.
Yeah, cosplay.
That shit peak. Hell yeah, bro.
This shit peak. This shit.
Love it,
peak.
Michael. Looks so good. Glad to see some coffee figgies in a good home.
That's sick.
All right, we have another question email is from Thin White Duke 23. He only has 4 questions, so I feel like we can do these ones
Thin
pretty
White
quick.
Duke.
Yeah, and then he has it says feel free to skip any questions or cut it if it's something you've already answered. And then he did send some pictures too. Let's look at the pictures real quick, and then we'll look at the.
Real quick, before you said that, I wanted to ask you, Coffee, because I don't know if you know, but do you know who the Thin White Duke is?
I don't think so.
It's David Bowie.
Oh, okay.
I don't mean the person who said
Well,
this.
it's
I
not
know.
literally- It's not literally
I
David
know.
Bowie. He's no longer around. So
Yes, but that's one of his persona, like Ziggy Stardust.
is that his persona?
His
yeah,
first.
there
I
you
don't know.
go. Yeah.
We got some.
That might be my favorite look for David Bowie. I love Thin White Duke.
We got some fire. Just Ahsoka, like a little Ahsoka section with the artwork and the sabers, and then the Revenge of the Sith peak card backs.
Sick.
And then, hey yo, Wilma.
Now we're talking. All right, so who we got? We got Mankind down there, Kane, Undertaker, Stone Cold, The Rock, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, Kurt Angle, Triple H.
Triple H, yeah.
We got some Attitude Era glazing going on down here.
I
love
feel
it.
like there's so many icons, and then Scott Hall. I mean,
I fuck with Scott Hall.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's essential to the.
I'm loving the
NWO,
variety.
He's got the turtles.
Chico, that's Razor
Love the
Ramon.
variety in the displays.
Those NECA turtles are so peak.
Bro, I have that Stay Puft marshmallow.
Hey yo. All right, good night.
Got a little Deadpool section as well. Doctor Who down at the bottom.
It would be cool to have a
Hell yeah,
TARDIS.
the Street
Wait, bro,
Fighter.
zoom in on that, bro. Let me see that. Hey, yeah, we got the 10th
Doctor
Doctor.
Who
As far
asked?
as you can go.
Bro, look at the little tiny adipose next to the 10th Doctor's shoe.
Oh, that's a Lego set.
What's Rampart doing? He looks like he's fucking hold me now, 'cause I'm 6 feet from the edge, and I'm thinking.
You gotta jump.
No, bro, looks like he's jerking it over the edge of the shelf, bro. Look,
he's shooting ropes off the edge, bro.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Based Lego.
Oh, we got some 3.75 Black Series.
Is that Chris Reeve on the top?
I think so.
Yeah.
Chris Reeve Superman.
Yeah. The Mega Man, I have that too.
Bro, I found Chris Reeve Superman on the other day on TV. It was awesome.
I was gonna ask you if you plan to rewatch that before the new one.
I will. I am planning to rewatch the original.
Ooh, the Sonic.
What are these?
Oh, so these are the Sonic screwdrivers.
These are the Sonic the Hedgehog screwdrivers.
Yeah, this is the 10th Doctors, the 11th Doctors, the 12th Doctors, the 13th Doctors, and then River Songs.
Bro, these are fucking awful lightsabers.
All right, hold on.
All right,
wait, go back to that for a second. You guys, since none of you know anything about Doctor Who.
Hey, I've watched Doctor Who.
I didn't know that.
Bro, the bottom one is Palpatine.
Only from season 9 upwards, though. The new.
Okay.
Oh no, my bad. Only 9th Doctor, 10th Doctor, and 11th Doctor. So I haven't seen anything.
Okay. Which one is Matt Smith's?
The second one. That's
11th.
I was gonna ask you right here, based on design, which design of the screwdriver do you like the most? It's the same thing, it's just different design.
Probably this one, the second from the top.
Matt Smith's. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to go with that.
I like the bottom one. That one's cool.
River Songs. I like Tennant's, which is the top, but I'm probably biased because he's my favorite Doctor. But I really do like that blue.
That one looks boring, bro.
This one, the second, this one down here, the fourth one.
Just purely based on the design.
The second to last one looks like some Man of Steel Superman shit.
Yeah.
All right, we got some Ghost Busties as well. Oh, the Lego set.
Bustin' makes me feel
bro,
good.
I'm actually
More
that
turtles.
Slimer in the corner that he has carded. I have that opened. I'm trying to sell that.
Oh shit!
Because I got Slimer in the HasLab now, so I don't need that Slimer anymore.
Turtle time.
A little dioramas as well.
Cantina.
Oh shit!
Cantina band.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. We're doomed.
Yeah. All right. So
that's cool.
Let's shoot through his questions real quick. What is your favorite item in your collection?
Is it cheating?
It's between two things for me. That's a good one.
To pick one in particular, I'm gonna go. At the moment, I'll go Kinder Colors Boba Fett.
Wow.
Ooh,
hot toy.
Yeah. A lot of mine, like, it could be the HasLab Ghost, it could be the HasLab Galactus. But honestly, even though I don't even have it on display right now, because I still haven't unpacked since I moved, I really do think the Mass Effect Reaper statue means so much to me because, like I've said before on this stream, that was the first thing that I ever saved up money for when I was a kid, because I didn't have a job as a teenager, especially like young teen as well. So I saved up birthday and Christmas money for like 5 years to be able to afford that.
That's wild.
When I bought it for $750, and it was a $350 retail, so I paid well above retail. But I really wanted it. It meant so much to me, and every time I look at that, I'm like, man, I saved up for that as a kid, and I just love Mass Effect and the Reapers as well. So it's either that or a HasLab. But again, that has more sentimental value to me, which is why I give that the edge.
I'm going to cheat. I have two things that I love pretty equally.
Oh, if I'm going to pick two things, that changes my answer.
So, of course, one of them is the Anakin, the artisan hot toy. But another one is the Sideshow Java in the Dias, just because the story behind it, and I'll always think of ICCC 2025 when I look at it, and not just like Jabba the Hutt.
Bro, literally, you just saying that brought back like flashbacks of us sitting in Robo's room. Yeah,
is that the new Robo Zoo couple name?
Yeah.
Robo.
But
Robu.
I just it was so fun.
Zubo.
Us sitting around.
Is it Zubo or Robu?
Us sitting around the table, just all of us so hyped at that. I was like, man, this is a hot toy that's heavy. I know it's not a hot toy, but you know what I mean. I'm like, this is
Dude,
worth it. This is
actually worth the money.
Yeah.
Bro, that's it. Oh my! The fact that it like unironically weighs like 40 or 45 pounds in box is like fucking insane. Honestly,
That's a murder weapon, bro.
You can kill someone with it straight up. If you tried hard enough, you could kill someone with it.
Oh, I believe.
All right. Who volunteers to be killed by coffee? via Java.
I'm gonna hang it right above wherever I set my desk up, and then hopefully one day on MNF it's just
like Russian roulette every day of your life. You know, every MNF is just Russian roulette.
I think you should hang it from your ceiling, bro, right above your bed. Just do that.
Yeah, there we go.
With a thin piece of fish.
And then, like when you go to sleep, you never know if you're gonna wake back up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's it for me. So, what about you, Dante? Since the rest of us.
So I pulled 3 things from the shelf, but since you guys did 2, I'll do 2. So this is the one that got cut because I just the NECA alien, the big chap.
Oh yes,
it's just one of my favorite things to look at, and I also love the alien movies. But it's just like,
have you seen every single one?
I've seen the first one multiple times. I've seen the second one multiple times. I've seen Alien 3 once. And I've been wanting to watch it again because I remember not hating it. I've seen Covenant on an airplane. I forgot everything about it. I saw the kill count for Prometheus. Never wanted to watch it. And then I saw Romulus and I forgot everything about it. So
I like Romulus. not just because Isabella Merced is in it. That is a bonus.
She's pretty hot, but
that is a bonus.
Like it that much. Anyways, but the two that actually are, I would say, are my favorite two. Similar to what Zoo said, this when I was a kid is like, this is what I wanted. Like this, the Toy Biz Sentinel is like, it was like my grail, and now having it, like it lives up to everything I'd ever built it up to be. Like this thing is so beautiful. The paintwork, everything is just so good about it.
Hell yeah.
And it has the sentimental value, like Zoo said.
Mm-hmm.
Except I actually like never saved up for it. I just had to wait till I was like older. But if there was one thing where my house was burning down and I could just grab one, I can't grab the Sentinel because it's just like, what am I gonna have? Just a Sentinel on display? But I can have my like
MAFEX
kind of my mascot. If I just had Daredevil.
See, I thought you were gonna say your old Galactus.
Well, that one's not old. I got that one more recently than the Sentinel.
Well, I just mean that, like, it's an older figure.
True, but I mean the Galactus is like the same thing as the Sentinel. I wanted it, but having it in hand, the Sentinel is just like I like it a little bit more, I think. But yeah, MAFEX Daredevil, probably the best executed figure in my collection, bar one that I got yesterday that I was showing Snags. But it's my favorite superhero. It's like my channel mascot, and it's a good figure. So
hell yeah.
All right, next question.
Wait, did Wilbon go?
I was saying I initially picked the Kenner Colors Boba. However, if we were changing to 2 things, my answer would be different. However, I'm not showing off one of them until we get to Snags.
All right, question 2. At least for me, I always seem to have a pile of figures that I haven't gotten around to opening as collectors. It feels like collecting can turn into hoarding, overconsumption, and obsession. What are some steps or strategies that you do to make sure it is not getting out of hand?
A big thing that I think a lot of people need to realize, which I know Wilbon and Justin talked about this on Lazy Sunday, is just because it's on sale doesn't mean you need to buy it. If you didn't want it at full price, there's a good chance that you don't want it on sale. Of course, there are some things where you're like, I'll pick that up at 15, but not 25. Sure. But I'm saying just seeing a sale and he's like, oh, how could I pass that up? That is
like if something was a pass for you, like
originally, and then it gets cheaper.
Like a mass market, like pretty cheap price, like for $25 Black Series. If something isn't a pickup at 25, why is it a pickup at 20?
Right? Like
is it worth saving the $5? Like, I don't know. To me, it's just $5 is like fugazi, like whatever, fuck it.
I get it if it's something where like you're waiting for a sale specifically because you don't think it's worth full price. That I can understand because you still want it. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. I'm waiting on the Habitat Defender Triceratops right now for Jurassic Park. But I'm not paying $35 for that. I want that to go down in price. However, it's something I want. Like, let's say it never went down in price, I would eventually just say fuck it and pay the $35. But that's something that I still actively want right now.
Yeah.
If there's something that goes on sale that I didn't want, then I'm like, oh, it's cheap now. No. That's how you get out of control.
You have to curb that mindset, and it's hard when you only collect one line to kind of break that.
Yeah, I think that's why I've never struggled with that. I have so many.
For Justin in particular, because he's only really in all the way on like Black Series or maybe OT Hammond collection, sure. But like for him, it makes sense that like when he sees if he hasn't picked up anything in a while, and then like you see like, oh, it's only $15, but it's like it's from something you don't care about. Like in 6 months, you won't give a fuck about it. So just it's better to just pass on that stuff, and like you said, just hold firm.
Also, a big way for me now. Obviously, I wish. I mean, I was about to say I wish that I didn't do this, but that's not true because I like having a little cousin that I give figures to. But a big way for me is that even though I'm not making money from it, I do give away an older version of a figure when I get a better version, and that's a good way. I know a guy who he collects, which is very cool, and I would love to do this, but I just don't have the space. But he collects one figure of every single animal species that they make a figure of, both alive and extinct. One. So what he'll do, let's say today he bought a panda. If in 5 years they come out with a panda that's better, he will sell this panda and buy that panda. Same thing. If a new Spinosaurus came out today and there's a better one in a year from now, he'll sell that one for that. So he is very strict. He only has one figure per species, but that's what he does. So for me, like they're releasing a new, or they did release rather, the Secret Wars wave from Marvel Legends. I love that wave. One of my favorite waves ever. Has so many bangers. All those old versions of those characters, I gave away most of them to my little cousin, and then one of them that he didn't want, I sold. So if you're improving, there's no need to keep your old figures. Unless, of course, something sentimental like, I don't know, your mom got it for you or something like that. Or just any for any reason. If it's sentimental, I understand. But otherwise, if you get new stuff that replaces, sell it. Or just give it away, whatever.
When I got the MAFEX Luke and Han, like the ones I pulled those off the shelf, they're going in the bin. That's like the sell bin. Like the other ones, they're gone. Like I have no, unless like you said, it's like, oh, Courtney got this for me for Christmas, and it was like a big deal. Like the Disney Slave 1, she got that for me for Christmas one year. That's never going anywhere. Like even though I have the Empire one now.
Yeah, and that's also like for me. I actually don't sell like my Power of the Force figures when I get a TVC version. Because the Power of the Force figures are worth like $2.
They're not worth the effort. Yeah.
Even if they were, it's like those were my childhood figures, so it's sentimental to me. I don't want to get rid of my childhood figures.
And 3.75 figures are so small. Just throw them in a box somewhere.
Right. Yeah, but like
no
a Black Series, like
you can keep those. And plus, whenever I have kids someday, like if I'm not displaying these figures or I'm not using like whatever, if I have Black Series that aren't on my display or whatever, perfect kids toys.
Right. Like I don't think anybody's gonna buy them, but I don't know what I would do with my A New Hope main crew, because the Luke and Leia are in a bin, and then Han, maybe I'll try to sell them for a lot on eBay. Very cheap.
Just sell them as a lot for
take
cheap.
These shitty and old A New Hope figures, because I'm sure some people would be
maybe
like,
somebody would use it for fodder,
right? Or they're just like, oh, these are the early figures in the line. There's people who collect like just for history, something like that.
Yeah.
But real quick, I just want to answer Bobcat's question. For something like that, he will actually buy both species of Triceratops because it's the species. So it's like a lot of people don't realize, but a lot of dinosaurs, when we talk about them, we're actually talking about the genus, not the species. But so he will. Species is what he does. So he will buy multiple different species.
Bro,
My advice is the same.
You can't talk about genuses like that. That's inappropriate.
Fucking hell.
My advice is the same as what Wilbon and Zoo are saying, and Zach in the chat. He said sell the slop at ICC. I feel like
yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are kind of too attached to some of these plastic figures, and like they don't want to sell them. Like me, what I do is a lot of times when I take stuff off, or like Zoo said, I get a better version. If I replace one on the shelf, I sell it and I get rid of it, and then it's now no longer in my collection, no longer in my house. So then it's like I'm always buying new stuff, but it's not building up. Like I don't have just like a bins and bins and bins, and then one day I walk into my garage and it's like, what do I do with all this? It's like as soon as I just get rid of it. So it's like I'm always buying new stuff, getting the better stuff or the stuff that I want, and then the stuff that takes like a back seat, just get rid of it. I just sell it. That money gets reinvested into the hobby. So it's like it also helps because it helps keep funding it, so you're not just constantly spending more money on it. And then it's also space. Like my collection's pretty up to date with like modern figures. Black Series, I have the modern stuff. Marvel stuff, I have the modern stuff. And I had the old stuff, but I just don't have it anymore because I don't need it.
Right.
So it's like I feel like some people, they're either like too attached to the old stuff, like they don't want to sell it. Like, oh, what if it's worth something later? Or what if I need it for something in the future? Or they just don't want to do the work to list it on eBay, ship it off, because it is work, But that's my advice. If you're worried about hoarding, just get rid of the slop.
Yeah,
you're spitting. Get rid of the slop. Sell it.
Sell the slop. All right. Next question is for Zoo Boy.
Actually, real quick, hold on. Before you say that, I just want to say one more thing, because this is something my sister preaches all the time. It kind of bounces off what Dante was saying. But just because something brought you joy in the past doesn't mean you have to hold on to it now, because it did its job. So it's not even like a waste of money. Like sometimes I think about like when I was selling my statues, and I was like, man, kind of a waste of money that I bought it. But then I think about it, like, no, it wasn't, because I really loved them at the time. People change, times move on, and then it's okay to let things go. So everything you own, you should look at and like, does this bring me joy? If it doesn't, why do you own it? And that's an important thing, because if you're buying things just to buy things, then that's the stuff that you don't need to buy. You should be getting rid of. But if you any figure, I have so many figures on my desk, right? I'm picking it up and I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I own this. It brings me joy. But then if there's something where I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? Then obviously, you sell it. Now, for me, that doesn't really happen for me, because like Wilbon said, by nature of collecting so many lines, I have to be sure that I want something before. Otherwise, I'd be spending fucking tens of thousands of dollars and have no space. So obviously, like, I've always been very good at that. It's like, this is what I want. Also, I want a lot of stuff. So it's like the average person who collects stuff probably buys way less than me. But it's like, I remember I actually said this on stream, and I actually am going back on my word. Again, it all depends on how it's released, if it's a 2-pack or something like that. But do you guys remember a few streams ago where there was this, coincidentally, Jean-Paul Valley Azrael figure that I said, I wouldn't be in on this, but the line is ending, so I think I'm going to get it? I was thinking about that in recent, like when it was, another promo pic was shown, I'm like, why? Just because the line's ending, why would I, if I didn't have interest in it when the line was not ending, why would I buy it now? So I decided I'm not going to buy it, because there's no reason. Like the only reason will be the line's ending. But if I don't want it, then who cares?
Then why buy it? Yeah,
right. Yeah. I mean that's just screams something that you're gonna sell in the future,
right? Later on. Yep. So there's no point. So I'm not gonna buy it.
Because in the future, when you forget that you're not gonna forget the line ended, but when you forget about that and you just see the fucking black Azrael or whatever on your stuff, you're like,
yeah, because
why do I have this?
It's not even from something. I know it's a meme, but
it's not from anything.
The black and red Azrael, I'm pretty sure it's like a Kenner figure. Literally, it's a Kenner DC figure that they repainted to look like a Kenner DC figure. So it's not
Kenner colors. It's Kenner colors.
It's Kenner color Azrael. I don't have attachment to that.
Orange Obi-Wan.
Right, exactly. So, and I never bought the Black Series Kenner figures, so there's no reason for me to get the. I do have the Greedo, but that's because I'm using that as my bartender in the bar with Han Solo's vest, which is great. But yeah,
I would add one more thing to that. And I would tell people to pick a lane, like in terms of collecting. Like if you're like into Star Wars or Black Series or whatever, like pick a couple, like the OT or like the OT and PT and something like that. If you can stick to that, like, and instead of just buying everything or getting every single slop repaint they put out from like Jedi Survivor or things like that, like. If you can just stick to what you're really into, that helps a lot.
Yeah.
All right. Let me pull the email back up. So this is for Zoo. I have a few of the Doctor Who figures and would like to get more, but I keep holding off in hopes that a company like NECA would get the license. Do you think they will ever try to set up a 6-inch line, and what company would you like to see get the license?
No. I don't think Doctor Who figures are so niche. I don't see any license being picked up. They're not even distributed in America anymore. They're only distributed in the UK. That's why Zavi is legitimately saving me hundreds of dollars probably in the long run, because I have to import them every time. So
if there was a 6-inch Doctor Who line, I would buy.
It's not a huge difference though. The Doctor Who line is 5.5 inches. I know it's still different, but it's 5.5. Like that's not.
But things I would put it next to my other stuff.
You want
it would be like if David Tennant was 4'10".
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I understand.
But I would get a David Tennant, and I would get the guy before David Tennant,
Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, those are my two favorite Doctors.
Yeah,
I've only seen 3, but those two, I fuck with those two.
What was the latter half of that question, Coffee? Oh yeah,
if they ever try to, do you think they will ever try to set up a 6-inch line, and what company would you like to see get the license?
Yeah, I mean, I would. Again, people shit on Hasbro, but I really think Hasbro is like the best for a $25 line. That's realistic, because people talk about Jada toys, but it's very different because
but for Doctor Who though, I feel like Jada would be perfect, because how many Doctors are there? It's not like it's the whole Marvel universe. They would probably be able to bang out all of the Doctors just like they did the Street Fighter figures.
But and
they would be way better though.
Companions though, and monsters.
But it's also not that much. Like I feel like they would. I feel like it would be very similar to their new Scooby-Doo line. Like Wave 1, they'd give you a Doctor, they give you a monster, and they give you a companion. Just
but if you did that, it would take 16 waves to finish the Doctors.
Well, sometimes patience pays off. You'd have better figures, and you'd get them eventually.
That's fair. I honestly, I was showing Coffee when he was here. I don't know if you remember, but very recently, in fact, there's only 3 figures now, and I only have 2 of them in hand because Zavi's holding one for me right now. But I only have 3. They only make 3 figures, and they're new. I forget what they're calling it now, but they upgraded how they make the figures, and they're much better paint, much better articulation, and they're up to par with like a standard Hasbro figure. Not like the pinnacle Hasbro figure, like a Super Battle Droid or something like that, but like a standard Hasbro figure. And they're way better than they were in the past. So I'm pretty happy with where the Doctor Who line is now. The only thing I would wish for is that they released more, and they released them in the US. So I'm very happy with what Character Options is doing. It's like, I think they release like 10 figures a year, if that. And Like six of the 10 are like repaints. So there's not many new figures per year.
Imagine at SDCC, Jada Toys booth has, just like last year where they just showed up and they just had Scooby-Doo and they had Shaggy, the Mummy, and the Creeper. Imagine Jada Toys booth, it has David Tennant, Cybermen, and Rose. Imagine that's wave one. Wouldn't that be incredibly high?
Fire wave.
And then just three at a time. So then not next SDCC, but and then you'd get another wave of 3.
It would just take a long time to get all 16. That's why I loved when I first started collecting. In fact, it was my first set. It was the 11 Doctor sets. There were 11 at the time. And it was literally from William Hartnell to Matt Smith. All 11 Doctors in one set. And I was like, great. What a great set. So, and they've done that twice after that. They made sets with all the Doctors. So
I feel like me personally, like for example, if I had to pick between Jada Toys releasing the Street Fighter figures the way they have, or if they released the whole thing in a 12-pack right at the beginning, you just get the whole thing. It's like you get all of them at once. But it's like when you get all of them at once, I feel like you don't appreciate each one as much. Whereas like what they did now, they released Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun-Li. And you were able to appreciate and enjoy Ryu, Fei Long, and Chun-Li for a time. And then a couple months, you got M. Bison, Dalsim, and Ken. And you were able to enjoy those for a time. Then a couple months, and you got the next 3. I feel like I prefer, getting 3 at a time, being able to enjoy 3 for a couple months, as opposed to if they just released the entire lineup right at the beginning. Because then you get them all, you put them on the shelf, it's like, and then it's done. It's like the enjoyment, the hype of having Street Fighter Jada figures is like, boom. And then a couple months, and then it's like the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're also 2 completely different people. Like I'm looking at the shelves behind you, and like I can see, how we differ. But
right,
I'm just saying my perspective. I would enjoy a Jada line.
Mm.
All right. Final question. What are your thoughts on the Mortal Kombat line with McFarlane? He says he's on the fence.
Well, obviously,
I think it'll be interesting.
I don't think about it at all.
We don't have them in hand yet. I do think that is a line I think Jada Toys would have excelled with because their Street Fighter is so good. However, I will say I do like what I've seen so far. The sculpts look really good. And selfishly, I do like their 7-inch because I always like Mortal Kombat versus DC stuff. So I like that even though I wouldn't like mix displays, I would still put them by my DC figures, which is cool. So I like that. And also, it's an affordable classic Mortal Kombat line. The only one that we got previously was Storm Collectibles, and they were not really affordable. Because for me, I love Mortal Kombat. Like, I'm a very, very casual Street Fighter fan, so I only have like 3 or 4. I'm a huge diehard Mortal Kombat fan, so I would go all in on that line. And if Storm Collectibles, they're like $100 each. I'd be spending thousands of dollars. So there's no. I would never.
Imagine if Storm Collectibles did the new 6-inch line they're doing with the Street Fighter, but for Mortal Kombat. That would get me, honestly.
I don't even know. I would
buy Scorpion.
Are those cheaper?
They're $27.
Ooh, really?
And they're Storm quality. They're just shorter and less accessories. So they scale basically the same exact scale as Jada Toys.
Wow. Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. And that's it. The rest of the emails were sent tonight, so we'll take a look at them next week. So shout out to everybody who's sent.
I like that we have a stockpile ready to go for next week.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm actually
that way the segments we feel like we actually can give expanded answers versus just canned responses.
I'm liking this setup of like people send emails for the next week.
Yeah.
Then we get topics and.
It's honestly a W content farm, bro.
I mean, true.
Yeah.
So again,
I hope people are enjoying it though.
If you're watching the replay or the stream right now and you want to send us an email, mondaynightfigureball@gmail.com. We'll take a look at it.
I also, hey, Bobcat, don't be selfish. We already went over one Bobcat email.
I was about to say, we did a Bobcat email. What the fuck?
All right. So
I do like when we get the topic ones where chat is answering as well, because like I said, I was reading all the chat, and
I want the replay gang to comment too.
Yeah,
let us know.
That kind of stuff is fun. Everyone has different opinions, so it's always cool.
All right. Is it time for the snags?
I'm ready.
Snag. Bro, I'm throwing my lightsaber away. I hope I don't have to fight anybody.
To my collection.
I really hope I don't have to fight anybody. Ah, shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I would have loved Kylo Ren was like, oh, fuck. I needed that.
I want to go first because I have nothing. Yay.
Yay.
Dumb.
All right, Coffee. You already know.
Oh, yeah. I'll play it. I got you.
Hit the gong.
Here, I'm going to play the soundbite.
Bro, we already saw it.
If you watched Lazy Sunday, you saw this already. I got the Hot Toys Return of the Jedi C-3PO.
Based F, bro.
It's heavy, so it's actually worth the money.
Hell yeah, bro.
It's heavy? Is it made out of metal?
It's die cast.
Bro, when I come to visit the Wilbons, the first thing I'm gonna do is pick that up so I could feel what a
It's like holding an Academy Award or something. It's like
it does look like it.
Bro, someone take a screenshot of Wilbon like that. That's amazing.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Academy, my producers, my mom and dad, my lovely wife Courtney. No.
What are you thanking them for, though? What'd you do, bro?
Oh, I just won an Academy Award, brother.
Yeah, for what? What'd you win for?
Monday Night Figure Ball, bro.
For worst streaming channel.
Hell yeah.
No, this thing is so sick. This guy is fucking dirty. I don't know if you guys can see this on camera, but like
that's what I love because he's grimy.
He's dirty as fuck in Return of the Jedi. Like, look at that shit.
Bro, it looks like he sneezed on him and it dried.
Yeah.
Or something else, bro.
That's kind of
Yeah,
that's kind of it. It's
nice
like a bunch of brown specks, like he's sandblasted.
Bro, that must be Dante's shit ice cream.
That's the shit.
Over him, bro.
But these two together, man. This shit is fucking peak.
No, it's
this
not.
Means something to me, man.
This shit means something to me, man.
That's the Attack of the Clones R2. It's not canon, bro.
Hey, shout out Brandon. May the force be with you too.
May the force be with you,
Brandon. You know what?
These are Black Series. Right?
Earlier in the stream, Brandon, we were talking about what figures we want in Black Series. Go look at chat. Look what everyone was saying. I want to see that notepad emoji, bro.
Here's my notepad.
There we go.
But when the question came up of like your favorite thing in your collection, for me, if I could pick two, it's these two.
Bro, I feel like every time Wilbon gets a new hot toy, he's like, "This is my favorite."
This my favorite now.
No, that's a good one because that could represent literally all of Star Wars. Literally any Star Wars.
Like I feel like if I had to start over and only keep like two things, I feel like these two, it's like perfect. It's like I get that little slice of Star Wars no matter what.
One day you could say that's a New Hope display. One day you could say it's Empire display.
Yeah,
this is my Revenge of the Sith display.
Yeah, this is my Rogue One. See,
my Rogue
One. Yeah.
Clone Wars.
One more time, I'll give you all a nice shot. If I can get to focus. There we go.
Did you put the batteries in the head sculpt?
I have not yet. I need to.
Bro, can you show us the back of the knees?
Bro, you can. All right.
Hey, yo.
You can listen to the joints.
Damn. Nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
I love nice and tight.
It's crazy. It's crazy how like you can fully extend his arm too.
Bro, how tight is that?
Yeah, it's like real working pistons too at the elbow.
Oh shoot. Black Series could never.
All the way extended.
Can the SHF do
that?
His heart goes out to you, Zuboy.
That's crazy.
Oh my god, bro! You got the Elon hot toy?
We got the fucking Elon.
We got the Elon hot toy. Fucking
that's crazy.
Bend him over and let's see that droid.
This is 3PO under the Empire's rule.
That's fucking insane. Okay.
Bruh.
Bro, let's be clear. MNF does not support Nazi propaganda or symbols.
Not at all. Well, I'm not the one who has Nazi figures on my shelf.
I mean, spitting.
That is true.
I have Red Skull.
You can see it right here.
Oh shit, I have Red Skull too. Fuck.
Oh, okay. I'm the based one. I'm the only one with no fucking Nazi.
No Nazi memorabilia.
Well, that's because you're a Nazi yourself in real life, right?
Yeah. See, you just have the separate whole collection of Nazi stuff.
Yeah. Show us your Nazi memorabilia room, bro.
If you don't, that means you have one.
Let me hit the Elon. No, let me not.
Coffee did not see that coming.
But I got a wrestling figure, but I forgot to bring it in here. So you'll get to see it next week.
You dumb
That's it.
Wow. I did not see what? What did you say I didn't see?
I was making a joke. Not see that coming.
You will not.
You should write it in the Last of Us book.
Bro, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
All right. So I've got 2 figure pickups, and I've got 2 Lego pickups, and I've got 2 physical media pickups.
Ooh.
Video.
So I'm gonna start with
6. Hold on. I don't have 6. You have the most snacks tonight. Damn.
For once, it's not Zoo, so he's like, "Holy shit!"
Oh yeah.
That's crazy. So normally I start with figures because this is figure ball, but I want to leave the peak for last because I got some serious peak. So I'll just start with the Legos. I got Andor set. I got the U-Wing.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it looks good. Yeah.
This is one of those sets that a lot of people are complaining about the shrinkflation, but it still looks really good.
Bro,
and then you can open it up.
People complain about any.
Bro, I got it too. Look.
That's the mega shrinkflation one. Bro.
Yeah.
This is the what is it called? The micro guy.
Zoo, how long did it take you to put that together?
Yeah, bro. It actually came that way, if you could believe it.
No way.
It comes with Cassian Andor.
Cassian
Andor.
And K2SO.
Hell yeah.
And it also comes with Dedra.
Ooh.
And ISB Tactical Officer.
Now, you said you sell a lot of stuff. Do you sell a lot of your Lego, or do you make an exception for that?
So I have sold Lego. Like I sold a lot of my childhood Lego, but that's a case where I highly regret it. With figures, it's different.
Yeah,
Lego,
I feel like you'd be more likely to keep Lego.
No, Lego I'm gonna keep because Lego like literally almost always goes up in price because it always just like it's on shelves for a short amount of time, and then it goes away and it never comes back. And Lego collectors go hard as fuck. And like sets, like if I had kept all my childhood sets, I would be a lot of thousands of dollars richer right now.
Real quick, we have semi-breaking news from SHF after we were dogging on them today.
Pull it up.
So on Instagram, update for the Cyclops figure. They're going to be adjusting the height for the final release. They're going to be making it 100. It'll be 155 millimeters instead of 145. So it's going to be tall.
Am I tripping, or does it just look better in this picture? Looks buffer. Head sculpt looks different. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah, I was going to say. I think it's.
Did they just hit the slightly scale up option?
I think it's just a different picture. They didn't release this picture before, maybe.
Yeah. But yes, they will be updating the height for the final release of the Cyclops.
You know,
Nice.
I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing, Bobcat. I feel like they changed the blue, unless I'm waffling.
Yeah, maybe. You know what I think it is too. I don't know if they updated the height, but because Kaiju Daddy said that the 140 millimeters was just the placeholder, and that it was actually 155. So I think they just might have just released it because they saw the panic. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be a pickup for me. And I know you guys talked about it last week, but that thing looks like dream come true for me.
I didn't mean to interrupt the snags. I just thought that was pretty cool that they made a little PSA so now it's going to be 6.1 inches instead of 5.7. which is
probably,
cool.
it's probably still going to be a little shorter than Legends.
A little smaller, yeah.
Dante, so do you say that Lego U-wing that you just got, it comes with Cassian and/or K2SO?
Oh
it comes with Cassian and
it comes with both. Dumb mother.
Wilbon got that earlier before everyone else.
Yeah,
bro, you're on a roll with the
K2.
puns, bro.
Brother.
I just realized if they're adjusting the height to 6.1 inches, doesn't that mean he's now like true 1/12 scale, essentially?
Yeah,
Is
probably.
a little over 6 foot.
Yeah.
All right,
I
that's
think
cool.
I think they were gonna make it. They were gonna make him match their, because it's in the Gamerverse line, so it's literally a Marvel versus Capcom figure. I think they were gonna make it match their Street Fighter characters from the get go because
Okay.
Because they make Street Fighter characters, like they made Ryu, Guile.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes this one better than like the? Is it MAFEX who makes the other one?
The other MAFEX, the other Cyclops.
Yeah,
that one just had weird things. The torso was really short. The head had like no forehead. There was like nowhere for his brain to go. Like they just squished it down. They had just some weird problems with it.
Yeah, I've seen people say this looks better than the MAFEX.
100%.
The problem with this for me is still the mouth. It's like there's no depth.
Yeah, the open mouth.
It looks weird as fuck. That's just the anime stuff, but I'm just gonna display the closed mouth anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Didn't mean to interrupt Snags, but
you did anyway. You dumb mother.
Yeah.
So I got the U-wing, and I also got another ship from the Rebel fleet. I got.
Nice.
Yeah. Bro,
I just shot a flick fire on my camera. Look, this. If you move these guns, you see these guns? If you move it to the side, it shoots. So like.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's kind of sick. So, but yeah, this thing's awesome. It comes with the Phantom 2. You can park it in the back and.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's fun,
bro. Break it on stream.
I love that. Oh my god.
I do miss Lego at times, but
if I was Zoo,
I'm too committed to figures.
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
I'm too committed to the action figures to get back into Lego, man.
I was cool. Lego before I was action figures, so I always loved me some Legos.
Bro, holy shit! Bobcat just fucking wrecked Scott.
Oh my god,
that's amazing. That's so
what
true, bro.
Oh, Scott, Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops.
Yeah, Cyclops. Bro, Cyclops. Okay, real talk. I'm gonna tiny little rant. Cyclops is fucking fried. Jean Grey dies. Cyclops says he meets someone who looks like her. Says, "Hey, I think I love you because you look like my dead girlfriend." She's like, "That's weird, but I'm not your dead girlfriend." He's like, "Okay, but I still love you anyway. Can I call you Jean?" She's like, "Fuck no."
That's fucked.
Yeah, and then they actually do wind up dating. He gets her pregnant, marries her essentially, and then Jean comes back and he says, "See ya!" And then he says, "Fuck my kid." He says, "Fuck you." Jean's back to life. I don't give a fuck about you. And then Madeline Pryor turns evil. Because wouldn't you if that happened to you? Yeah, so what the fuck, Scott?
Yeah, that's
what a fucking douchebag.
Which that was kind of an X-Men 97. They kind of compressed it all, but
right.
You're talking about Madeline Pryor and Goblin Queen, right?
Yeah.
No, it's actually insane.
Yeah, he's kind of an asshole. And then the worst part is that after the fact, he would like gaslight fucking Madeline Pryor and would just be like, "Why aren't you like how you used to be?" She's like, "I'm not fucking Jean. I'm not Jean Grey. I'm not me, bro. What are you doing?"
Dumb mother.
This is my current Cyclops.
That's sick. Which one is that? What is that?
This is the X-Men 97 Cyclops with the custom casting cave head sculpt.
Sick.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I was talking about the Ghost. The only downside to the Ghost is that it's from Ahsoka instead of Rebels, which means there's no Kanan. It doesn't come with Zeb. It doesn't even come with Ezra or Sabine. If you want,
and those
Ezra,
Legos
Sabine,
are pretty expensive now, right? Like Kanan.
Fucked, bro. If you want a Kanan's like $100, Zeb is like $200. This is what I'm saying about Lego being so crazy, but yeah. So anyways, but it does come with Hera and Chopper. So.
That's awesome.
Nice.
What I find crazy is like a lot of Lego collectors are like really fixated on the minifigures and don't give a fuck about the sets. Right. I'm like,
bro,
what
Doug
the fuck?
Doug
what the
is
fuck,
waffling.
Bro?
What is Doug saying? Doug said no, Kanan is not a downside. What?
That's wild.
Okay, so it's because I said like it's from Ahsoka instead of Rebels, so it's like the hater Disney slop hater. It's not even that. It's just because if it came with Ezra, Sabine, Zeb,
you just want the whole crew.
Yeah. I wouldn't care if it was Ahsoka or whatever. But
that's like the Rebels or the HasLab Ghost is Ahsoka on the packaging, and it has even a picture.
But it has
Rebels. Literally
people.
not Ahsoka. It's the Rebels figures.
Yeah,
it doesn't even come with Ahsoka, which honestly is kind of misleading.
It honestly is.
You don't find it on store shelves or anything, but they should have thrown an Ahsoka in there. If they're gonna,
they should have at least a Rebels Ahsoka.
Right.
I'm only on episode 1 of Ahsoka because I finished Rebels and now I'm, it motivated me to watch Ahsoka. So I watched the first episode, and I mean it's like it hasn't really trapped me or anything.
I would say it picks up a couple episodes in.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna continue watching it, but yeah. But anyways, so instead of Kanan, Zeb, Ezra, whatever, it comes with. Do you guys know who this guy is?
No.
Yeah, me neither, bro. You know who this guy is?
No.
Bro, that's Admiral Akbar.
Bro, facts. He turned into a ghost pilot, bro.
Bro, I think that's Wilbon and Coffee.
and then it comes with Zooboy's favorite character.
What was that had? Oh yeah, there's a fucking what's his name?
Is that
Jason
Sindula?
Jason Sindula.
I like Jason Sindula.
I just said that because his name is Jason.
Bro, honestly, I would be down if they gave Jason Sindula, like they turned him into like a surrogate Jason Solo. That'd be fun.
I also picked up some custom figures from this dude called Grandpa Clone Customs on Instagram. Right. I picked up custom Phase 2 Fordo.
Nice. That's so cool. Fuck.
And I picked up custom Ilum Padme.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
And this guy's print quality is literally insane. I have a lot of the new clones. This is exactly what a Phase 2 Fordo would look like if they made it today. Like, he duplicated it perfectly. The pauldron is exactly what the new Rex pauldron looks like, except it's red. The molds are all legit. It's all printed on official Lego parts. Like this is like legit. Like this is what a Phase 2 Fordo Lego would look like if they made one today and it was in a UCS set with all the best printing. It has arm printing, has everything. Nice. Same with this Padme. She's got the same piece that the new Leia has for the skirt, so it's like it's awesome.
Sick.
Yeah, that's dope.
So those are my Lego pickups, and then I'll do physical media next.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck yeah, peak.
So I have
this shit means something to me, man.
Why did you get those versions? And
I love
Okay.
Diner.
Okay.
Bro's he's collecting.
No, it's not because of that. I would have been completely fine with this. This is my childhood copy. This is the one I played as a JIT. Complete Saga PS3. The problem is, for some reason, PS3 controllers are more rare than the 2002 Boba Fett Lego because, all of my old PS3 controllers just don't work anymore. They don't turn on. So I bought one from GameStop, a pre-owned one. Literally got it, wouldn't turn on. I charged it for days. I did everything that YouTube video said to do. Wouldn't turn on. And then I went on. So I was like, what the fuck do I do? I literally bought one from GameStop and it doesn't turn on. So I went to eBay. There was a dude who posted a picture of it with it on. The light was on. So I was like, okay, he at least got it to work. I bought it and it worked. And then a month later, it just fucking died again. So like,
what the hell?
My PS3, I can't play any of my PS3 games. It doesn't work anymore. So, and I really got an itch to play the complete saga. So, I mean, I have a PS2 and it works perfectly fine. So I bought these two on GameStop, $5 each. $5 each.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I got $1 1-year warranty in case they like didn't work. And this one, I already finished the game. Now I just got to go back and 100% it. Put this one in, and I can't get past the loading screen. So
oh no.
So I gotta use my 1-year warranty, which luckily I bought. So now I just gotta go to GameStop and tell them, hey, this shit doesn't work. And they'll either give me a new game or they'll give me a refund, I think. So
hopefully they can give you a new one.
Yeah, facts. I don't care about the $5. I just want to play the complete saga.
Right.
So those are my physical media pickups.
Base.
Awesome.
And then finally, the figures. Well, the first one's not that exciting. I got the new.
Oh, nice.
Okay. But the reissue.
Yeah, I'm glad that they reissued that for people who missed.
Yeah, so I missed it because I didn't like the head sculpt that much when it came out. But then obviously I watched X-Men 97 and like, you have to get it. But obviously it was sold out by then. So Hasbro.
It's good though, bro. She has very nice back of the knees, so it's all good.
It's accurate. It's accurate.
Yeah, there's the back of the knees.
Also, for some reason, it was only $18 the reissue.
Nice.
I got two of them. I got two of them to get that free shipping. So this one's I'm just keep on card. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then I already busted one out and I put it on the shelf.
Oh yeah, you busted it out, bro. I know what you're saying.
Busted.
Back of the knees.
Busted.
Yeah, there you go.
There it is. There it is.
That's crazy.
I know they really did give her some serious fucking.
God damn.
Caked up.
Which is like based because like if they didn't, it wouldn't have been accurate,
That's true. If there's one thing we care about, it's accuracy to the source material.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not a womanizer, nothing. It's got to be accurate, bro.
It's got to be accurate.
And then my last pickup, it came in this box.
Ooh, okay.
Inside the box, there's another box.
A box within a box.
I'm so jealous, bro. Where's mine?
Inside this box, I'm sure you guys can tell what it is already.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna pay for me and Will Bonds tomorrow.
Got the deluxe.
Send me that invoice, bro.
I got you. Yeah.
Inside of this box, there's
another box.
And also, Alex, don't worry about shipping because I'm sure we're gonna meet up in the next few months or something.
I'll hold on to it if you want me to.
Yeah.
And then inside this box,
another box.
They scammed me.
They scammed him.
Fucking MAFEX.
Bro, 1/6 Kit gave him the A1 steak sauce and the Tabasco, bro.
Yeah. PFP strikes again.
Shout out this guy, Kit, I think his name is.
1/6.
First time buying from him. He was the fastest one to ship it to us because I also bought from Toys Metaverse, and this one came first. So, Kit.
Bro, I'm so hyped.
I know. I'm so excited to get that figure in.
You guys are you all getting it? All three of them?
Mm-hmm.
That's the W. Yeah.
Is Fig getting it too? I feel like
yeah, he is.
The rare all MNF pick.
Actually, don't quote me on that. Don't quote me.
I know he said he was. I just don't remember if he decided canceled it.
The Evil Dead Ash and Cheryl, I believe, is the only all MNF pickup that I can.
I think I'm gonna be using 1/6 Kit for a lot more stuff because I pre-ordered the Topo Anakin upgrade set, which was 82 shipped, but it has the Sith eyes, the yellow Sith eyes, another robe, and genuine leather tabards.
Bro, every time you say Topo, I laugh because that's the name of Aquaman's pet octopus.
Oh my god, that head sculpt, bro! That doesn't even look like a 112. Like
if I put it, if I scale it correctly, hold up. It literally looks like he's next to me, bro.
Bro, that looks more human than you. That's crazy.
Bro, what are you saying?
DanteDisplays is AI.
Bro, imagine in art with other licenses.
All right, someone ban Bobcat. That's crazy.
Bruh.
Comes with a bunch of cool shit.
Basically the same fucking thing as the Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Comes with a bunch of cool shit. But obviously what you guys want to see.
Dude.
Yeah, it looks so good. Oh my god.
Dude, the McFarlane's going in the trash.
I'm so hyped to check that figure out.
This literally feels like I have a Hot Toys figure, but like it's 6 inches tall. Like this is easily the highest quality item I have in my entire collection. Beats this. This is easily the best, in terms of quality, the best thing I own. Like the finish, for example, the finish on every piece is perfect. Like it's exactly what it is in the movie. So the carbon fiber plate on his chest looks like carbon fiber. The matte logo is matte. The skin tone looks like skin. All of the the belts and the batarangs looks like metal. Like the finish, the paint, the boots is leather. Like that looks like you just put on some leather boots.
That's wild.
Bro, Zooboy about to get bricked up from that. Like leather grain texture. All right.
The cape looks like it absorbs light exactly how I would assume the cape
drapes very nicely.
People said
drapes perfect.
Some people said they wanted a wired cape, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like non-wired for this figure. It would be cool if there was an alt option where there was a wire. You could I'm sure people will make a custom wired cape. But
apparently they're doing an accessory set for this figure, and it would have a wired cape.
I might have to cop them.
Bro, wait, what's in it, bro? I'm definitely gonna pick that.
Forgon sent it. I forgot. Apparently, it's gonna be like a wired cape. I think a couple extra mouth plates, and
yeah, bro.
Maybe more gadgets or something.
How did I miss this? When did he post that?
I had no idea about it too until he said something.
Unc Doug, it is in art. In art, it's a new challenger on the market.
They've been making 1/6.
Yeah, they've been making 1/6 figures for a few years now, but this is their first 1/12 figure.
Yeah, and imagine coming right out of the gate and doing this.
Yeah, I feel like this figure could be an anomaly, though. Not in terms of quality. Like, all the figures are going to be great, but in terms of, price. And
it might have been, just, to get everyone hooked,
Yeah, exactly. Because, they could have done this one for $90 shipped for the deluxe, and then they're going to do Joker, and it's going to be, $130.
If this was $100, I would have bought it, and I would have got it in hand, and I would have thought it was worth every penny.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, with what the quality that I see, if they do Joker and it's 130, I think I'd still be in.
Bro, if they do Joker and it's actually, I'm not even gonna say anything, but yeah.
If they make a Joker, it's an instant cop.
Bro,
yeah.
Apparently, the leaks, the rumors, they're making a Joker. Dark Knight.
Yeah, good.
They already showed Anne Hathaway. They showed Anne Hathaway. She looks amazing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna venture out and say I'm all in on this line.
Yeah, me too. I love my Annie Hathaway. So
I love the Christopher Nolan Batman stuff. I'm all in. Whatever they put out, that quality.
Please do Batman Begins. Please do Batman Begins.
Give me Ra's al Ghul. Sure. Give me the Scarecrow.
Yeah. Yes, Scarecrow. Yes, that would be good.
All right,
That
the
Cillian
only
Murphy head sculpt would be fucking amazing.
The Cillian Murphy.
The only thing, and this is not a criticism. This is just, in case you were wondering. These movies came out around the same time. If you're like Zoo Boy and me in this case, and you have like a movie shelf and you want to put them with your other movie figures, I have this. He is a short king. He is a little
Is that a
small.
Marvel Legend?
Yeah, this is our
Marvel Legends is 6.5 inch.
6.5 inch.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's not a criticism. This is probably true 1/12.
Yeah,
I
was gonna say. I think
shelf,
yeah,
he does look like he would be, 5 foot.
even the MAFEX.
I'd like to
stuff
see
is
an
probably a little
SHF
too big.
next to it or a MAFEX.
Yeah, that's what I was
Here's the
saying.
MAFEX. Here's the MAFEX Daredevil. I haven't actually done this, so okay, yeah.
Yeah, and MAFEX tends to be like 6.3 inches.
Okay,
long.
I have a good one. This one you might be interested.
Like maybe if they did an SHF MCU.
You might want to put him next to this guy.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'd be interested to see how the MAFEX Robert Pattinson scales.
Yeah,
Probably big, but I mean, it's fun. My movie shelf is all over the place. I'm so glad I never sprung for that MAFEX bail. Because I thought about it a few times.
Yeah, it looks.
I ain't gonna lie, boys. I'm exhausted. I've been up since 7 and I only got like a couple hours of sleep.
I will say though, even I've been up since 6, but last night was the first time in probably over a week that I've gotten a full 8 hours of sleep.
That's crazy.
That doesn't look bad at all.
That looks good.
Although
that looks good.
Batman should probably be taller than Spider-Man, but still, this looks pretty good. This is the MAFEX.
I'm trying to find the image. Someone did like a height comparison with the art.
But yeah, that's it. I don't want to keep going on. I know Wilbon is tired.
I'm eepy.
Unless you want me to show the shirt, I don't know.
Yeah, bro, show the shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Said, what's the best site to get it? We all got it.
16kit.
So
16kit.com. Go order it from him. And his prices on his website are shipped. He includes shipping in his prices.
Yeah, that's
Bobcat, we don't care if they do more than Nolan Batman stuff.
They do. They are doing more 112. They're doing Wukong stuff in 112.
Hold on.
They're doing Arkham Origins stuff.
Yeah, Arkham Origins as well.
Bobcat, awesome. Do you not like the Dark Knight trilogy?
Bro, it sounds like it. He's I'm about more than try, Nolan Batman, more than the Nolan Batman. Bro doesn't have peak taste. I'm sorry.
Bro's got beef.
Yeah.
So I saw Coffee wearing the Revenge of the Sith, like the official Revenge of the Sith shirt that came out with the release of the movie, the re-release, and with the embroidery, he was showing that shit off. It looked so good. And I got FOMO, and I looked it up. It's sold out on Disney. On eBay, though, they had the same listing, same pictures, and I just pulled the trigger on it, and it came in, and it's printed on the worst print I've ever seen. It looks like they turned the exposure way up. Anakin's forehead is shining. And also,
barely even all you see is like the silhouette of Darth Vader. You don't see
bro, the silhouette is what kills me, bro. The silhouette, you see this?
Yeah, that's awful.
And then
all you see is like the eyes, and that's it.
No embroidery. It's just like printed on. And also, like, if you can hear this,
bro, that's so gross sounding, bro.
Bro, that's that SHF Ahsoka clip.
I was just gonna say that, bro.
So
it's crusty.
So,
hey, yo, what Dante do with that shirt before stream?
Real quick,
my Lord.
I did find the Instagram post. So this is the in art next to the SHF and MAFEX. The in art is in the middle.
Oh shoot! So it's the same exact height.
Where's the McFarlane? That's like a whole fucking inch taller.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, these head sculpts aren't even
not even close.
Look at them, bro. Why the MAFEX and the SHF? It's like his mouth, and then it like protrudes out so much at the sides. Like this looks like a mask over a head. This looks weird. I don't know.
Yeah, Doug, that's a giveaway prize.
Oh
You
God.
guys want it? Oh damn.
Bro, the head sculpt is so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited to get this.
Go back to the chest plate picture.
Oh, I can see the carbon fiber right here. Wow.
Yeah, you see how every single material that's supposed to be different looks different? Like it literally looks like if they just used that material.
That's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, I'm hyped for this. All right.
Bro, find the accessory pack. I want to see that.
I would ask Foregone.
Bro, Bobcat, you got a cave, bro. This is like obviously I don't have it in hand yet, but I feel like Dante might be right. It might be the best figure in my collection. Once
I didn't even mention it, but you would think a figure like this, the articulation is really, really good as well. Like the torso,
it's all separate pieces.
Yeah, like
quite a bit. They do the hinge shoulder pads too, like
it's like the S.H.F. Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Bro, I feel like I don't remember if Nate got this, but I feel like if Nate and Justin watch this,
100%.
Justin needs to get it. But Justin's like, I'm happy with the McFarlane. Fuck the McFarlane,
bro.
Hell
no. What the fuck?
It looks so good.
We're talking about inner, bro.
I'm so excited to get this figure in hand and check it out.
Yeah.
All right. Is that all for you?
I'm saying fuck the McFarlane.
That's all for me.
All right. And then Z-Boy said he just has a couple things. And then we can end because I'm also getting a little eepy.
Yeah, it's everything I just showed off on Lazy Sunday. So we got SM33. And I have no problem standing, even without the stand, which is very nice. However, my arm is very loose. I don't know if you could see.
Oh, bro, you get so many QC issues, I feel like.
Yeah.
I've heard a lot of people saying they have a QC problem with SM.
I can't return it right now because they don't have it in stock, but when they do, I'll get a replacement.
Yeah.
But otherwise, great figure. Very happy with him. Then I got to thank my brother Wilbon for helping me secure my TVC Momo. Great figure. And look, the eyes are actually painted well.
Holy shit.
Nice.
My Black Series one wasn't.
Yeah, Bobcat's spitting you. I think a QC issues or a God copy.
Yeah. It's like my Magna Guards. I have absolutely no problems. Yeah, but fuck, I got 4. Oh yeah, that was the 4th thing. So got those. That was it for figures. Then I've been watching Coffee knows because my sister talked to him about it a bit. But my sister is heavily into movies prior 1970. That's really all she watches. And she's just passed 1,000 that she's watched. She started 3 years ago. So my sister does this all the time. So I just started watching Katharine Hepburn movies. Love her. She's so good. It started because I watched The Aviator with Martin Scorsese's Aviator with Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Blanchett.
I enjoyed that movie. It's
Kate Blanchett, like I love DiCaprio. I like DiCaprio. Kate Blanchett in that movie is phenomenal. She plays Katharine Hepburn so well. Like, what a great performance. Well worthy of the Oscar she won for that. But like,
show me the blueprints. Show me the blueprints.
Yeah. Or what was at the end? It was
show me the blueprints. Show me the blueprints.
What was the
way of the future? The way of the future.
The way of the future. But I love like Katharine Hepburn is a very funny way of laughing. If you watch any of her comedies, like Bringing Up Baby or Holiday, Philadelphia Story, she'll laugh like ha ha ha. Like it's so old timey and fun. I love how she laughs, and Kate Blanchett nails it. And Kate Blanchett, not only is she my favorite actress of all time, I would argue Kate Blanchett might be the best actor, period, of all time. She's in the conversation at least.
That's wild.
Kate Blanchett is a fucking fantastic actor. Just incredible. She's the only actor to win an Oscar playing another Oscar-winning actor.
Wow.
She's incredible. But anyway, that's a long story to say that I'm watching some old movies. So I said, I like Katharine Hepburn. How about Audrey Hepburn? So it's Breakfast at Tiffany's. Never seen this movie, but it was $8, and I said $8 is worthy of a blind buy because it's not in any streaming service. So I'm gonna watch this soon. Okay. and we'll see.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I got was, if everybody remembers,
Yo, Doug is spitting right now.
If everybody remembers my really shitty QC issue on the Commissioner Gordon that piercing got me. No offense to piercing, but I really had a horrible head where the paint was just so messed up. So someone in the McFarlane group, I was like, no one's gonna have an extra head. Some guy was using the body as a custom. So he said, I have a spare head. I'll just send it to you. Just pay shipping. So I paid him like $4 and change for shipping. And I got a brand new head for my Gordon. And it's perfectly painted. Like, there's no issue there.
I'm glad that worked out.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm so happy because my head was so bad on that one, if you guys remember.
Zoo, did I tell you I caved on the Juggernaut?
No.
On Marvel Legends? Yeah.
Bro's big. He's a big boy.
I'm getting that. Yeah.
But then the last thing I wanted to show, because that's all I got those 4 items. But then when I was redoing my DC shelf, I decided, if you guys remember, Looper Customs gave me an amazing dickhead. Bro, shut up! You're like 5 years old. Like,
oh my god, that was funny.
Bruh, what the fuck?
Head of Nightwing, and that head, he's smiling, and it's so nice. And I'll show you. In fact, actually, hold on. Before I do that, since I have it right here, you could look at the Gordon. Look at the paint. What the fuck? Yeah. If anybody wants this custom Gordon head for something, let me know and I'll send it to you for free. I don't know why you'd want it, but just in case. But anyway, Looper Customs gave me this dickhead a long time ago or a while ago, but specifically, I can't. But it's meant for the Teen Titans Nightwing body. However, I kind of like the Teen Titans Nightwing head. Now, Looper Customs is definitely better. But what I don't like is my standard Nightwing, my regular Nightwing, like Rebirth Nightwing. Because look at this head. What is Todd doing? Dick Grayson isn't an angry person. He is a happy person. Why do you do this? Then in the same set, Jason Todd comes with a smiling head. You can't make that shit up. Like, Jason Todd is an angry guy.
I'm angry.
Yeah. So thankfully, I did a swap, and while if I press the head all the way down, he has no neck, as you can see. However, all you do is don't push it all the way down, and then it looks great. So this is the custom head that Looper gave me. I put it on this body.
Am I waffling by saying it looked better when it was pressed down?
No, I think I agree. I think it looks better pressed down.
Bro, he's got no neck.
I mean, he has his shirt all the way up here, bro.
Bro, hold on. You don't.
He has his shirt all the way up here. Yeah.
Hold on, bro.
I think if you can do a middle ground.
If you look at where his shoulders are compared to where his.
How about that? That's like
his
middle.
His head was like.
I think that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Okay. But yeah, I put this head on this Nightwing body, which I really like this body. So yeah, I improved. Instead of having one good dick, now I have 2 good dicks in this blue outfit. So I can't. But yeah, that's all I got. But now.
Oh yes. Okay.
We got my jokes. I think since Fig's not here, should I read 2? What do you guys think?
I would just do one.
Just
I mean, you've already done 2. This will be the 3rd of the day.
That's true.
Yeah, I would just do the one.
All right. This is one of my favorites. I love this one. I heard 2 peanuts walked into a park. One was assaulted.
All right, good night.
Pretty good.
All right, everyone. That's been episode 71 of Monday Night.
Right,
seriously, though, I know Bonbon's EP. I'm getting EP2. I know it's a little bit of a shorter stream this week, but we're cooked. We also had, no news to go over.
Also, if you want to see more of us, we streamed for a good long time.
Yeah, we had like 5
yesterday
hours.
on Lazy Sunday.
Yesterday on Lazy Sunday. So check that out. Also, we'll be back next Monday as always. And if there's, you know what, I'm gonna put this out there. If there's any breaking news this week, maybe we get a DFB.
Maybe we do a DFB
and try to get Unk in here. That way he's not away from you guys for too long. But check out that merch store.
Yeah,
I attached some products during the stream, like in the downstairs area. For those of you watching on the replay, please check that out. Supporting that store keeps the lights on over here more so than the channel
for the stream, not
not literally here, but keeps the lights on StreamYard. But supporting the channel.
Hold on, what was that take that you saved?
I forgot about that.
All right. So we're this deep into the stream, we might as well. So it was in relation to Zeus saying that Palpatine couldn't work in Andor, that he's too goofy. However, in real life, our fucking president is goofy as shit, bro. He's goofy as fuck. We have a fucking game show host as our fucking president. Come on, man. It doesn't get any goofier than that. That was my take, but I didn't want to say it on Lazy Sunday because I didn't want to invite that fucking crowd. However,
MNF crowd is base though.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we had to wait.
Yeah, now I see why you didn't want to say it on Lazy Sunday.
Yeah, our fucking president's goofy as shit, and they don't know what they're fucking doing. Israel and goddamn Iran, they don't know what they're fucking doing anymore.
I just want to let you guys know, if you haven't seen Diego Luna, who plays Cassian Andor, he has hosted Jimmy Kimmel Live this week because Jimmy Kimmel does a guest host once a year, and Diego Luna is the guest host. He did it for the last 4 days, and he each day he did his opening monologue, and he did some really good stuff. And there's one where he was talking about what it was like when America had a king, and he was saying whatever he wants. And he didn't pay taxes, and he told everybody what they can and cannot do, and he tried to run as a tyrant and all this other stuff. And he was like, "Man, I'm sure glad that America doesn't have a leader like that now." I gotta say, Diego Luna is a great guy. I love Diego Luna, funny guy. Yeah. And
based Cassian Andor.
Yeah,
Cassian Andor.
Based into MNF.
Also,
regardless of your political alliances, allegiances, whatever, you got to admit, Trump is a goofy motherfucker. Like, at the very most basic level, he's goofy.
We're almost 4 hours in. I mean, we could say it if it's 4 minutes in, but fuck Donald Trump.
Give me top.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Give me top.
Yeah.
Dante, what should the replay gang comment if they made it to the end of the stream?
I mean, everyone's saying it in chat. Actually, let's not get.
I'm telling, bro.
That might be too much.
W stream.
There we go.
All right. Also, I just want to say, because some people asked it in stream or some people asked in the comment section a few times. If you haven't realized,
Anime Boy, I'm talking about his mannerisms. We all know he's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
we get it.
Yeah,
we all understand that.
For anybody who doesn't realize, though, since I saw a few people saying in chat, Dante has been having Batman the Animated Series in the background. That's what that is.
Oh yeah,
that shit.
Oh yeah, I saw someone earlier ask me if it was Justice League Unlimited. Maybe I'll have that the next stream.
Hell yeah, bro! JLU. That is based. That is. I will say it right now. Justice League Unlimited is the best portrayal of the Justice League or superheroes in general outside of comics.
Oh, I think I agree.
Have you seen Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes?
I have not.
Okay, because that one is also up there. I would say in terms of Marvel, that's probably the best. In terms of DC, Justice League Unlimited.
Hell yeah.
Dante Displays, do you have anything going on you want to tell people about?
I have a video coming out eventually of me shrinking my collection from the 3 big shelves I had to that little shelf.
Wow.
And I also posted a video a couple weeks ago about my Marvel Legends collection before I took everything off, if you want to see how it looked. But I also just have a bunch of stuff on my channel, if you haven't seen it. It's just basically my collection journey. So
that's awesome.
Also Instagram, check out my Instagram, Dante DanteDisplays, D.Displays.
Yeah.
Go check out D.Displays on Instagram.
And Dante Displays will always be a part of MNF lore because, unironically, one of my favorite moments on stream ever is the first time you were here where you said that you could have done DD as Diego Displays. That was one of the funniest moments. Just you coming to the realization that's like, wait, my name is already a D.
I still don't know. I still don't know why.
We have Streamception right now. Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, what is this?
I'm waiting for the smallest one to open it up. There it is. Yeah.
Bobcat 1.
Doug,
Mac.
Doug, get on the podium.
Trev, Howl Runner.
Hell yeah.
Not bad.
Shout out to chat. We crossed that 800 sub threshold.
Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you.
On the road to 1K.
If you're new to the channel and you like it, hit subscribe. Just do it, please.
Hit sub.
We stream every Monday.
Also, check out the. Hell yeah! Check out that channel membership. We are going to be doing giveaways next week. 2 giveaways.
Yes. 2 figures
giveaways. Glub Shittos. Glub Shitto tier.
You gotta be in the Glub Shitto tier. $4.99 a month.
That's right. And when we get to 1,000 subs, I will be giving away a hot toy on this channel. So hit subscribe. Get us to 1K. I will be giving away a hot toy.
At 1K, we will be giving away this authentic.
All right, good night. Dante Displays does not endorse.
No, you know what?
He is not a part of the giveaway.
You can have the hot toy, or you can have that shirt. You pick.
All right.
Crazy.
Good night, everyone. Thank you, Dante Displays, for joining us as always.
What was Dante saying?
What?
You were saying about like you still don't know why with the DD.
Yeah, I still don't know why I didn't just put my name, but
I mean Dante's a cool name.
Yeah,
and a cool dog from the other Dante.
Yeah, and a cool dog.
Yeah, we got 2 fake Dantes in this community. How many more do we need?
We need a real Dante. We need the real Dante to please stand up. That's
I miss the old Dante, straight from the soul of Dante. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you for watching, as always, and see you next week.
I'm gonna go sleep now.
Same.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, good.
Cloners, are they friendly?
Oh, it depends.
Depends on what, Dex?
On how good your manners are. How big your
all right, good night.
pocketbook is.